It's been a while. How are we?
I'm good. How you doing, sir? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
I am doing absolutely excellent. I was about to go to sleep. I'll just let you know that.
Oh yeah.
It's like 7 a.m. here, and I've been up for the last, 24 hours or something.
Oh
But
geez.
yeah, I was in Dow King's Discord, and then all of a sudden, like all of you guys just popped up. I went, "Hey!" And I'm like, "What the hell's going on?"
Oh
Austin was there. You're there. All these
yeah.
other guys are there. And
No, well, I actually didn't know
Yeah.
about Dow King's Discord. Someone messaged me like, "Yo, dude, there's some drama going on." I'm like, "About what?" Like Brian and Kyoto. I'm like, "What? I gotta be there." Boom. I'm like, "All right, cool. We got a fight going down. Let's do this." I thought it was for me.
No, it wasn't a fight, but I just ended up just got off Dow King's last video that he put on there,
Oh, is that
and
right?
he was talking about like the cult mentality and stuff, and I found it to be really entertaining. And at a point in time, was a timestamp there that he basically said, "Oh, come into his Discord, like come into my Discord, anyone that's watching, and kind of bow down to me as not me as in him as the cult leader." So I went in there for a bit of fun to his Discord. I went, "Okay, I'm bowing down to you as cult leader," and then when I did that, then this whole thing just came about.
Sorry to interrupt you, Brian. So we got some people here. Are these the real Kyoto people? I can't tell. I see black boxes.
Yeah, let's. I'm not a fan of these black boxes, guys. Let's get some faces on.
Yeah, let's defend your stuff or your projects, right? If someone talks shit, you want to come out defend swinging, right? That's how it is.
We need to be transparent. We need to be out there. No black boxes. Let's get some faces out there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, obviously, I don't have a black box, so.
No, we all know who you are. Hey, before we get these other guys on, showing their face, let me just ask you a quick question. Hey, John, and this goes back, I think it may be about 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more.
Sure.
Look, I know you're kind of part of the project and kind of repping Safuu and all that, and you had some positive thoughts, you had some negative thoughts, and I know in Discord you end up getting banned, not from me, and I didn't have that say.
Right.
But prior to that, because there was some fighting or whatever, we won't argue about that.
Sure.
But I know you and me had like a personal conversation on Telegram,
Sure.
which was fruitful. And I kind of reached out to you and went, "Look, it looks like you've got banned," which I didn't know. Do you want to have a talk about it, or do you want me to unban you? And then you kind of didn't respond to that, and then I've only checked it like a week or so ago, and it looks like that entire conversation has just been deleted and I've been banned. So
I did respond.
I need to ask why you did that. Like, why did you?
I did respond to it. Yeah, I did respond to it. I said it's cool, bro. Like, I don't need to be going back into a place where I've been banned. Whether you did it or not, it doesn't matter. If I get kicked once, I'm good, bro. I don't need to come back. It's kind of like I'm at the girlfriend, right? Beat me once, that's good. I don't need a second time. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
Sure. I just found it weird and a bit peculiar why he deleted the Telegram conversation from us when we were talking cool. I don't understand why that was deleted or was banned. Anyway.
No, I didn't ban anyone.
If you want to answer it,
I didn't ban. No, I'll answer it. I always delete my Telegram because I don't like leaving it long. You know what I mean? If I'm in a project anymore, I just delete it. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. That's what I do. Because when you scroll down the thing, it's like a lot. You know what I mean? So I don't want to scroll down a bunch of stuff all the time. That's all it is. I'm just lazy.
If that's what it is, if it was more like a cleanup and you had too many messages going on, then okay.
Yeah, it's something basic like that. But I mean, obviously, anything can be misconstrued, right? So it is what it is.
Austin, how are we?
What's up, man?
Well,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I got like 20 different audio outputs, so I got to play with it every time. What's up, guys?
Yes, sir.
Long time no see. I know I was on your channel when Safuu was just in its early beginnings.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's been 5 months?
Mm-hmm. I think it was because that was the same day. It's still to date the longest live stream I have literally ever done. It was like 6 hours because you were launching. There was like 4 other projects launching, so I did this giant long launch, and I thought you was that was the funny thing. I thought you were a bot. Everybody was like, "No, this is the real Brian. Get him on."
No, Brian's real, bro.
Well, you know how people make fake YouTube channels and stuff of other people, and I was like, "No, this is like a fake. I ain't about to entertain this."
Brian's always a real deal, man. I'll give him that much. You know what I'm saying? He's not always come in and do his thing. He doesn't give a fuck.
I'm the real deal.
I came here to tell
Brian
I'm not wrecked. So
you what?
Oh no, look.
I came here to tell Brian I'm not wrecked, so I'm good.
Yeah, Austin's talking about a YouTube comment that I might have left on one of his streams or a stream.
Oh, no, you shot me a DM, bro.
Or was it a DM? Okay,
yeah.
Sorry if that's what it was. It was a bit of animosity, I think, back in the day that because of the whole Titano thing and stuff going on with David, and I think Austin kind of got caught up with that, and I might have just in the heat of the moment said something and went, "Hey, I hope you get wrecked" or something. So
that's okay, man. It's okay, you know.
I just want Austin to know that's not what I want. Like, I don't want him to get wrecked. I don't want anyone to get wrecked. Like, I mean,
that's okay, man. That's okay.
So,
you know, we all talk shit. It's okay.
So yeah, apologies for that. It was just a heat of the moment thing.
Dude, I don't take any of this like YouTube crypto, man. It's like the craziest thing, right? Because I make YouTube videos on everything, but DeFi is just like, bro, you wake up and there's just new stuff going on every day. So yeah, I don't take anything personal. The only stuff I really take personal is when like someone literally turns crypto drama into like personal attacks. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're investing in Safuu? I bet you're an effing scamming. Like, it's like, bro, what are you talking about? This is literally just an investment. That's the same thing with like, oh, you invest in Microsoft? Bro, I have an Apple iPhone. What the heck's wrong? Yeah, it's like, bro,
that's why I thought it was so funny, and I kind of agree with Dow King on his last YouTube video that he did, talking about like the cult mentality of DeFi, which is kind of true. Really like that's how it is. And I'm not saying that Safuu is a cult by any means, but that's, you know, in the generalness of things, people can be that convicted in just one project and they just won't, you know, hear any kind of negativity about it, and they're just that, you know, involved in a project that they kind of get blindsided by facts. And like I said, I'm not talking about Safuu specifically, but it is true. You know, especially about Hex. I'll say that.
That's so funny. Everyone is saying,
as close to a cult as you'll get, I think.
It's so funny. I'm looking at the Kyoto like Discord, right? They're all saying, yeah, if the Kyoto folks come on here, it benefits me the most. What do I get out of it? Like, it's a live stream, bro. I don't even get ads here. What are you even talking about?
Where did they go? I thought they were coming on. I just seen their names in here.
I said, yo, come on in. I'm adding everyone as they come in. He's like, your bonks. I'm real quick. I don't care who comes on. You come on, bro. You can talk.
Yo,
I don't care.
Thanks for inviting me.
Everyone's welcome.
This is fun.
We gotta have faces. Right? We gotta have faces. Like, you can't just put someone in that's a black box. Let's try to.
Oh, are they not a Docs project? Are they not Docs?
I agree. And they're saying that I'm causing drama now.
Well, you kind of are in a good way. Look, I'm happy for it.
hey, man, you know what? Hey, everyone's talking shit. So I'm like, you know what? Let's make it live. You know, let's just do it like, instead of being behind a keyboard, let's make it live, right? Real men talk, right? Let's talk.
If anyone loves drama, you guys know it's me anyway, right? So I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, it sounds interesting. So your bonds, where's your is it a duck or a goose or something? What is it?
Huh?
Yeah. My goose, I walked him back to his pen and I locked him up because I didn't want to not be able to give this my full attention. So, and I was able to put a shirt on.
He has a farm or something, you know, an animal sanctuary. You know, Brian Legend, I think you should donate to his good cause, man.
Have you got a pet goose? Is that what we're saying? Your bonk got a pet goose or what?
I have a rescue goose, and he's like my best friend. He's
bring him on. I want to see this goose.
Bring him on, bring him on,
man. He's all the way outside right now.
All right. Okay.
Next time.
That's cool.
I want to see the goose.
No peer pressure.
He's got to walk 5 miles to his farm.
It reminds me of It reminds me of the Friends episode with Joey, how he has a pet goose. I don't know if you've ever watched.
Oh
Friends.
yeah. In the apartment.
That's why I'm like, bring him on.
Yeah. We actually, so Joey had one of those pet like Affleck looking ducks, right? And we actually just adopted a rooster, a silky rooster, who is a born and raised lap chicken. The woman who raised him before has dementia and went to a nursing home, and her family was sorting out her affairs, and like her beloved pet rooster needed a home. Otherwise he was going to the pound where he'd get put down probably pretty quick. So somebody actually from the community, and this is kind of on topic, I guess, someone from the Kyoto community and my own community, somebody who's in both, and I think they're actually part of the Safuu community as well.
Oh, yeah?
A mutual community member, somebody really good dude out here, put up he sponsored the rescuing of this rooster, which is the first time that's happened to me and my wife in our animal sanctuary, because this is like the DeFi kind of crossed over for a moment in time, and it's just like it was, you know, I'm super grateful for it and everything. And right now my wife is working in the bedroom with the house chicken with a diaper on, walking around the bedroom.
Oh, wow. So you actually rescue quite a number of animals by the sounds of things, not just geese. You've got
yeah, we've got 30 animals that are permanent residents on the farm for the sanctuary, and then we facilitate rescues and rehomes beyond what our capacity here can, you know, sustain with time and budget and infrastructure. So then we, you know, we go into these crazy rescue situations to get care for these animals when they need it.
So in summary, your Bonks is a good person. he rescues he rescues animals. Make sure
I'm
they've got
all
a good
right
home.
at best. I'm okay at best. I'm just trying, you know.
Okay. That's something cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I'll send you some pictures of my goose, because he's something else.
Wait. A real goose, right?
Yeah. I don't know what else other kind of goose you're talking about.
I don't know, man. How does animal talk? It's a degen, you know. It's crypto. You never know.
Send nodes, please.
Yeah,
send nodes.
Oh, okay. So Austin Clark is saying, Kyoto Ken and Kyoto Pepe, please come on. Let's be friends, right?
Bro, you know, this is my goal, right? Because I know John wanted us to come on, probably have a little bit of a debate, which is fine. But dude, I think in this DeFi space, right? Because outside of Safuu, outside of Kyoto, outside of whatever project we want to talk about, we're like such a small community, right? I'm sure, like, I don't know, I couldn't even get off the top of my head what percentage of the world population actually invests in crypto. I'm sure there's a statistic out there.
Less than 1%.
But bro, yeah, it's like super small. Yeah. And it's like, if I were to tell someone, that's why I made Operation Give Back. So it's like, if I were to tell someone, yeah, I invest in crypto, I do videos on crypto and stuff, I'm sure the most people that I would say that would have some type of negative stigma to it, right? It's like, oh, that, you know what I mean? So I would love to change that. And one thing I in addition to like the charity and stuff is like, bro, why can't we all just get along? You know, like, why can't we all just why can't we all just be friends?
Austin.
Why can't Brian be in charge of Safuu, try to do it the best he can? Why can't Kyoto freaking I've never even heard it. Like, I heard of Kyoto from Alex. I've never invested in or anything. But Brand, why can't we all just like be cool with each other?
Austin, do you want the real answer, bro?
I want the real answer.
You want the real answer? It may be too real for you, bro. I mean, I'm just letting you know. It's going to be real.
Is it one word? Does it start with a C?
No. The one word is money, bro. That's because crypto is money. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's money.
One thing, you invest in another thing. So it's basically guys, you know, cavemen, right? Carving out their territory. Yo, you come in here, bro. We're going to fight. That's all it is. Because you find money, resources, power, whatever you want to call it. It's all there. It's basic. It's basic, bro. It's money. Why are you using companies
but
like
even
Google, Apple,
on the same,
kind of
right? But on the flip side of the coin of money, right? That's the whole reason we're in crypto in general. I heard this YouTuber today. I forgot what his name was. He said something that really kind of resonated with I'm sure a lot of us. It's, we get into crypto to get out of crypto, where we try to make as much money as we can to put it in more, you know, viable assets like real estate and stuff that we can rely on more down the line. Well, that's what my goal is. So when it comes to this, right, it's like we're all getting into crypto to make money and try to I'm hoping to financial freedom or some along the lines of that. So it's like, why do we have to like fight each other tooth and nail to get there? Why can't we all just?
I think my insight is because, I mean, when we're talking about micro caps, you know, then you're going to have fights to the death because they're just so small. The communities. Right. But once you go to the mega caps, and you don't see like Solana and Avalanche communities going against each other or anything
exactly.
Like that. So that's where obviously I want to grow Safuu too, and I would think with our blockchain upcoming that we will get there, and we'll kind of separate from all these kind of micro caps. But while we're here, it's shark infested waters, unfortunately, and I don't think there's a way out of that, not quite yet. So. That's just
and shout out to AJ. That's exactly the YouTuber. Shout out to, it was Mobile Trades with a Z. Yep, that was exactly the guy.
He's a cool guy, Mobile Trades, I think. I like him.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you saying, Austin, all kumbaya, but when it comes to money, bro, people are gonna fight. I mean, have you seen Judge Judy?
Man,
small claims court, right? People go crazy all kind of stuff. So I mean, this is the same idea.
I guess I don't know. I feel like it's just it could be such a, I don't know, just a more beneficial space for everybody, and we could grow faster, right? Like I'm sure every project needs to delegate in some form something they're not good at, right? And if they like Dow King's video, right? If they're just this crazy cult that like refuses to talk to anybody else, it's like, how can they grow? So I get what you're saying about, yeah, well, no, like how Dow King's video talked about how it could be a culty tribalism type of way. So it's like if Austin Clark had a project, right, and I refuse to talk to Yabonk's project and Brian project and Hey John project, like I want everybody to be with me. It's like, you know, how can you really grow even as a project, because you're not going to be good at everything. And this project, like for instance, you see Horde, right? Horde doing their LMS and trying to sell it to everybody, and you got Sphere doing their quantum liquidity as a service to everybody. Like you see how they're trying to like branch out and sell. You got Brian, you know, making their own blockchain and trying to partner with everybody. So it's like you can't really grow unless you truly partner and scale. So it's like, why, you know what I mean? Like why try to tear other people down, I guess. I don't know.
I'll tell you this from my side. Like I'm not, and people think I'm going against like all these projects that currently exist and purposely trying to FUD them. And then they say, well, if you're doing that, they're not going to onboard with you guys. Look, I don't want to be partnering with potential scams or anything like that unless they've actually proved themselves over a period of time. But with that, like I'll just say that we're not looking at true partnerships per se, which is these little micro caps anyway, right? When we do come out with Safuu X blockchain and it's on mainnet, you'll see that we'll actually have our own launch pad the same way as what Pink Sale does. And we'll actually be partnering with Pink Sale. I'll let you know, guys know that anyway. So they'll be having the Safuu X blockchain there. So we'll immediately have direct projects listing on us and building on our blockchain anyway, right from the get-go. And then we'll have our own Pink Sale kind of platform, whatever that's called. We're still going through some ideas. But yeah, I mean, for the people that think we're not going to be partnering or we don't want projects to list on our blockchain, it's the only way we're going to be successful is to build, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger. But right now we're just going through growing pains at the moment. And people will always, you know, FUD the next big thing. So I don't know. That's what I think anyway. But I'm not going against any project specifically. All right. So don't think I'm saying, hey, Titano's a scam or Titan is a scam or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. All right.
Can I ask something, Brian? Mm-hmm. Would you be open to potentially in the future allowing Kyoto onto your blockchain to build one of their carbon credit marketplaces?
Yeah, so look, I'm happy to enter discussions, you know, with legitimate projects. And look, I don't know that much about Kyoto. I'll tell you that. I do know that they're VC funded to some regard, and that's all my knowledge partakes of.
That's the political answer to no.
No. That's not a no. That's a yes. I'm open to discussion to explore that, to see how that would work. Yeah, I'm saying yes to that.
I think it would be actually a mutually beneficial relationship for both projects, because they'll provide a carbon bridge to onboard carbon credits onto the Safuu X blockchain. And then once those carbon credits get on there, then other projects and companies, including the blockchain itself, could then market themselves as carbon neutral or carbon negative, which, you know, that's very trendy these days, great for marketing and for everybody overall. So that'd be a cool thing where people on your blockchain could then go buy carbon credits to use to offset their own carbon emissions, meet the regulatory requirements for their countries or whatever jurisdictions they're in. And then you guys, you know, obviously it would boost volume and transactions and bring more people onto your chain as well. And then eventually, you know, they're going to launch their own layer 1 blockchain that's supposed to act as a carbon liquidity bridge between all of their carbon marketplaces on all of the different blockchains they've built on, to kind of pass that liquidity through them all. So it kind of hook everybody together in an interesting way. So I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
Sure. No, I respect that. I mean, here's my answer. I don't know that much about Kyoto at all, except that they've got VC partnerships. They're doing a rebase mechanism. They're trying to, I think their roadmap is they want to become a blockchain. I don't know. The fact is that they're really early and haven't started yet, where Safuu has already proven itself, and we've got big plans. But my real answer on top of that, as a segue, is we've got Safuu Skyway as a program, as an onboarding program. So yeah, we want people to reach out to us and say, look, here's our vision, here's what we want to build. We want to enter some sort of partnership, however that works. And then yeah, we'll bring them on board as an official partner with the whole KYC and all the actual due diligence done, and maybe even partner up in the way of giving them some cash to do marketing and all that sort of stuff. But even if that doesn't work out with projects that have expressed interest, which we've had a lot, okay, don't think we haven't, even if that doesn't work out as a proper partnership, then when we become our own blockchain and actually have it on mainnet, then any developer can literally just write a Solidity code contract and just launch it on us anyway, and just have a pairing on liquidity pool on our decks. So either or, even if we don't partner, hey, they can do a multi-chain or whatever they want and list on SafeUX for sure. But yeah, I'm open to possibilities. Definitely.
Cool. Thank you for that. It's good to know. If you want to learn more about Kyoto, I made a 3.5 hour long video going way in depth on it. So if you got to spare 3.5 hours,
3.5
check that out.
Well, it's an hour and a half if you watch it times 2.
There you go.
Wow.
You go.
A little long. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a shame, honestly. Like, if people are gonna come on and talk, we should come on and talk, right? I mean, what's the big deal? Everyone's worried about the image, right? Oh, if I come on here, it's like, oh, I'm giving into the FUD or whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, you should just come on and speak your piece. You don't need to carry yourself a certain way where you gotta be like, oh, I'm gonna be an ass or whatever, right? You can just speak your piece, speak your facts the way they are, It's like, I don't understand.
Unless you're on chain, maybe he might go, I need to come on here to be an ass.
Well, I mean, honestly,
should I DM him? Should I get him on here just for fun?
Oh my god,
Bring him on, bro. Honestly, I don't think Anji's a bad guy, but if he doesn't like you, you gotta know real quick, as Brian found out. Yeah, if he's okay with you, he's pretty pleasant. But if he don't like you, he don't like you. You gotta know real quick, So I mean, I can't respect that too. It's very direct, right? Very, very basic. Okay, I get it. You don't like me, cool. I'm gonna pretend and find out, right? I just know right away. Let's move on.
I respect him for the angle he's got going. I completely understand
absolutely.
That's why I went on his channel in the first place, expecting it to turn out that way. So, if anything, he introduced more investors to our project, not detract them. So it worked out flawlessly. It was fine.
Alex can even attest to this, right? So obviously everybody's seen or at least heard of the video between Onchain and I in the Discord, and then I had
it's on my channel. I recorded it.
Yeah,
I was the journalist there.
Conversation with this guy, privately, because just like Brian said, right? I agree with the mission. Like, crypto and DeFi needs to get the bad actors out of here, right? But it's like, when you don't have all the facts and then you make a video about exposing people, and you just take one shred of thing and then explode it into a nuclear bomb. It just, it ruins your credibility. It makes it, yeah. It's like the boy who cried wolf.
That's kind of news, bro. You don't watch the news? They always do it all the time, One little thing and boom. They focus on
That's why I don't watch the news, bro. I don't watch the news.
You know what, Austin? I've not turned on my TV for practically maybe 4 months or something like that. So as far as watching the news, I would be I know nothing what's going on at all. You can't control it anyway. Whatever happens, right?
Exactly.
So why focus on the negatives? Because that's all the media is about on the news. There's no positivity there. It's all fear angles normally.
It's all about sensationalizing it, right? I mean, that's real talk right there. Whether you believe it or not, it's real talk. Sensationalize your headlines. You see all these headline YouTubers? Yeah, we all do the same thing. We all know that. That's how you get clicks and views, right? It's basic. So, we are doing the same thing as well, believe it or not. We put all caption and title, same thing. It just it's a little different.
The drama really does. It really does bring views because I just got monetized, by the way. I'm making 50 cents a video now, right?
Good for you, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you guys. My one video that I recorded where Austin and Onchain were fighting with each other over Discord. I just recorded it and threw it up on YouTube for historical purposes. That one was my first video to ever go viral. That one, and viral in DeFi is a subjective kind of thing. It got 2,000 to 3,000 views in a very short period of time. and I'd never seen a video of mine go, blow up that fast at that time. So yeah, there is sensationalism and there's a market for it.
Absolutely. That's why people do these kind of things, I told Anchin also, like, how you bonked yourself, Austin and Clark, maybe me even, right? We're all kind of like, oh yeah, it's going to the moon. Anchin's like, it's going to the toilet. So, there's an audience for everything,
People will always naturally look for the negatives anyway, so that's why he's got that narrative going. People looking for they're always going to look at the negative. So
that's more interesting too, actually, if you think about it, right? I mean, look at, for me, for example, when I drive down the freeway,
more views,
right?
definitely.
You see a car accident, everyone's going to be looking, driving slow, right? That's just how it is.
Yeah, if you put like one of those drama videos, a thumbnail of that next to like one of my like in-depth 3.5-hour project reviews, they're clicking the 10-minute drama video just to get their like norepinephrine fix, just be like, oh, negativity, yeah, I'm mad too, I lost money too, and then everybody can kind of kumbaya and then get in a kind of mob mentality. But then the interesting thing is, a lot of times I see people from that viewership come into projects kind of with a negative mindset, and they start asking like questions to try to gotcha kind of. But what happens is a lot of times they're like, hey, that doesn't sound so bad when they start talking through some of these projects. So in the end, it's not so bad. Obviously, there are going to be radical extremists that get worked up over this stuff, and then they go out and they'll make death threats and violent threats and stuff, and that is regressive to the space as a whole, because it's going to make less people dox. You kind of have to be crazy to be doxed out here, like us, honestly.
Yeah. I would say we're the biggest balls too. Or just dumb.
That's why that's why I was talking about how like it can be counterproductive, because like you said, obviously there's an audience. He even calls himself an entertainer. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, right? But just like what you said, Alex, it's like when you have those people that have no idea about the crypto space, or they're just coming into it or something, and then that's their first impression, and then they go to say, like, the last video we did, I think, was about Liquid Capital, right? So you go to Liquid Capital, and then you can tell the people that are like coming from his video and asking these questions. It's like, if you just take 5 extra seconds to do a little bit deeper research, you'll see that like it's all here. You know what I mean? Like it's really frustrating. You know what I mean? And then same thing with me when he keeps calling me out, using he knows I'm not going to give him the time of day anymore. And he, like I was telling you, he uses my military service to like attack my integrity. Oh, this guy was in the military and now he's a criminal organization. Are you serious? Like you got to stoop that low. Like, cause I get that there's like audiences for these types of things, but I know who I am as a person still. And if it got me 1 million views to sit here and call Alex out for, I don't know, something crazy that I just know he's not, I would never do that. You know what I mean? I would rather just post quality content than for views.
Oh,
yeah.
But
and there's nothing wrong with making, I mean, in my opinion, other people might disagree, but there's nothing wrong with making videos about projects or being hired by projects to make videos. And like, everybody does this YouTube thing in a different way. And I think you can kind of watch a bunch of different YouTubers and get a feel for what you like and what you don't like. Like, some people love the kind of the alpha YouTubers who will just pump and shill any old project. And maybe that's good if you're looking to do like a quick flip or something like that.
Brian, please brace yourself, bro. I don't want to give you like a stroke or anything, okay?
Well, who's coming on? Who's coming on?
I'll let you know, bro. You just gotta brace yourself, bro. Get your teddy bear.
Oh my God,
bro. Get your teddy bear. Get your teddy bear, bro.
My teddy bear. Oh my God.
Get your teddy bear. You're gonna need
it. Shit! There's an actual teddy bear. I didn't even see that.
All right.
Here we go. This is
it's about to go down, bro.
I'm the captain now, bro.
You already know what time it is.
All right,
let's at least all have a bit of
practicing this
respect to each
beforehand.
other.
He was looking in a mirror like,
who's Jay? Who's
Yeah,
Jay?
that's also, we're cool.
Jay?
I'm happy, man.
Get Jay
Oliver's
out of
cool.
here. That's a random. I don't know who that is. Get Jay out of here, bro.
Someone
Right,
shared
get out
the
of here.
link.
No camera.
Someone in Dow King's Discord exploded the link.
I don't
Anyway,
know. I'm like,
I will officially say hello to Oliver. How are we going, buddy?
All right.
What's up?
Oh, that's very stern.
I gotta go get a drink for this.
I know. What are you sipping on?
Let's
Unchained. What you sipping on, bro? What you sipping on?
Oh, I'm
sure
always
we can all
drinking
be
that
real.
15-year-old Scotch single malt proper thing.
Oh wow. All right. I just drink fucking wine coolers, but okay.
It is what it is, bro. We cannot all be on the same level.
Oh damn, this guy.
Oliver, what do you think I'm drinking,
goofy, bro? What are these glass? Are you like 12 years old with the little hat? Like, what are you doing?
No, man. This is proper Louis Vuitton shit that you would never be able to afford in your life, most probably.
You're goofy,
Get the fuck out of here with your 12-year-old shit.
You're goofy as hell. Anyway, let's organize this. So we're gonna do this in
Oliver
order.
with his $10 little singlets that he always has on.
Okay,
no collar.
right. Hey guys,
I like this right here. I like this, man.
Let's have
do
an
this in
actual
order.
good conversation.
Yeah.
Let's not
$5 Walmart shirt right here. What?
Oh snap.
Look at your stupid books, Alex. I bet you read.
These are thrift books, bro. I paid
Instead of watching
$1.50 most for most of these.
I bet you got both of those at buy
So-
5, get them for $2.
I like that. That was a cool one. Austin.
So let's do this in order, right? So the first person that we gotta address is Yabonks, who's Mr. I befriended everybody. So Yabonks is everybody's friend.
Debatable. I've got some enemies out here. Trust me.
Isn't it Clark? I thought it was Clark. He's like the whole kumbaya thing right there.
Who's Clark?
Austin Clark. He's always saying everyone should get along and everything. The kumbaya guy.
No. He's not kumbaya with me. Like he cannot take the heat. But
Austin
it's okay.
Clark.
We'll get to
Austin
him
Clark.
second. We'll get to him next. So let's start with Yabonks. So Yabonks is friends with everybody. So he tries to play Switzerland, right? You know, some people, like, he's trying to say that some people still don't like it. The fact
I
that
have
he's
cussed out
Switzerland.
some people in your Discord server before. Sorry if I offended anybody with all that.
But it is what it is. Like, so the thing that I'll say is, first of all, the reason why I'm here, I respect Ajon for the way he approaches the environment. So Ajon is the only YouTuber out here that when I told him, so I made, when I had the thing with Brian, right? Ajon made a video saying how, Unchained fucked up. He had the chance to like ask him these questions, whatever. The thing that all the other little YouTubers who are making videos were saying. And so the next time Ajon showed up to the Discord, to my Discord, I was like, yo, when I was saying that I'm gonna get Brian's family, you texted me privately. You were like, oh shit, that would be crazy, bro. Are you really gonna get them?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's going down. But then when he made the video, he was acting like, oh my God, how dare he? So then I was like, yo, bro, what's up with that? He's like, I'm doing the YouTube thing.
That's right.
And see, that's real talk. That's the difference between him and a lot of these funny dudes out here, bro. Just say it how you doing it. Don't be acting like you're not trying to get this money. Don't be acting like you're not trying to scam these people. Don't be acting like you care about all these little minions in your Discords. You don't, bro. You just want to get the bag.
That's right.
Exhibit number 2. So Austin was talking about the private conversation me and Alex and him had, right? In that conversation, that man literally looked at me in my eyes and said, he's not a marketer. I was like, dude, on what planet are you living? You out here shilling Titano and directly inside of their channel. You are a YouTuber. By definition, talking about all these cryptos is marketing. So for you to even out of the words that you're not a marketer is fucking delusional. You must be mad. So this boy is out here trying to act like he's not marketing when he's the primary marketing vector for Titano. Like how dumb do you have to be to even say some shit like that? It's crazy.
All right. Let's be nice on Chain. Let's try to be a little nice, bro. I mean, I get you want to say some shit. Let's talk shit, but let's be nice though.
He's been waiting a month. He's like,
be nice for what? We're not friends. We don't have to be nice.
No. But still, come on, man. You know, we got to be somewhat pleasant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like we got to be like, oh, kumbaya, we're gonna hang out on camping, but let's be like personable. How about that one, huh? A little personable. I get that. Imagine did a job interview. Are you gonna say, "Hey, bro, fuck you"? No, of course not, right? I hope not.
Well, the thing is, I don't need a job. That's the thing. Unlike some of these YouTubers out here that do need a job. You feel me?
I'm
different.
you, bro. Bro, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm doing. Okay.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You just give me. I respect it. You want to all right. You know what? Let Clark. You want to respond to On-Chain where he called you a boy and all that kind of stuff? You want to respond to that? Whatever he's saying?
I mean, I've talked to you so much, dude. I don't know what more I can really say.
Oh, you're a marketer.
So the question that you asked when we were having that private conversation, right? You didn't ask me like, is a YouTuber a marketer?
No, I asked you, are you a marketer? You, Austin Clark,
right.
Are you a marketer on YouTube?
And the way you asked me that, okay, because this is what I was talking about with Hey John and Brian and Alex before you came on, is you take like one little thing and then you turn it into a nuclear bomb to fit your narrative and your agenda. So when you asked me, are you a marketer? I was coming and answering it in the terms of, no, I don't specialize in marketing and all this stuff. Like, no, that's not my job. As a YouTuber, as a content creator, absolutely. Every video I do.
So why couldn't you say I am a marketer?
Because I thought you were asking me in terms of like, do you specialize in marketing?
Are you kidding me right now? Okay. You know
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Alex,
dude.
you were there. Did I insinuate at any point that I was asking him if he works for a marketing agency?
That's not.
Actually, I can.
No. He's Switzerland, right? He was there. He was present. He witnessed the conversation. Did I insinuate at any point that this dude is working for a marketing agency? That's what he's acting like right now.
Let me ask Oliver a question. Oliver,
no,
are you
I don't think
yourself?
so.
Is Oliver
hold on. I'll answer you after. Go ahead, Alex.
All right.
No, I don't think you asked that. I just think you asked us if we think we're marketers.
All right.
So are you a marketer?
Wait.
Are you a marketer?
On-Chain. Hold on, bro. Let's give people talking chance. All right. Let's not talk over people. Okay. So Alex, are you done?
Me? Yeah.
All right. Brian Legend, you say your piece now, and then I'll go afterwards, and then On-Chain's next. Okay.
I'm just trying to go on the offensive and back up Austin and Bonks, and literally just asking On-Chain if he believes that he himself is marketing himself on YouTube. Which
absolutely,
I think we can all agree,
bro.
he definitely is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have a YouTube channel. It's a marketing vector in the crypto space.
I'm
not confused about who I am.
These guys are doing the same thing. They're not marketing projects. They're marketing
but he said he's not a marketer, though. That's dumb.
What I thought you were meaning, and that's what I'm saying when I'm trying to explain how you deliver things and how you capitalize on things. Is you take a shred of something and you try to conform it to your agenda. You asked me, "Hey, Austin, are you a marketer?" And I'm saying no in terms of I don't specialize in marketing. I don't know marketing tricks. I don't do nothing like that. I do acknowledge, and I'm saying yes, though, as far as being a content creator, I indirectly market whatever I do. Whatever video I click publish on, it markets that indirectly. But when I was answering that in terms of no, I'm not selling marketing services. I don't know how to market.
Yeah, you're doing backflips now, but you understood when I asked you the first
but
time.
That's the thing, though, dude.
Okay.
That's the thing is nothing is ever good enough for you when it comes.
No, you're
to,
just
like,
not good enough. It's not that nothing is not good enough.
No,
you're not good enough.
All right.
Because first of all,
ding, ding.
No, bro. No, first your whole problem was none of these projects are doxing. None of these projects are blah blah blah. I want to talk to a face. So then you have first of all, Brian's doxed, but then I'm not talking about Safuu though. And then you have projects come on like Eric because you're going in on Liquid Capital, and you have Eric that he's doxed and he's the founder of Liquid Capital. And then you were like, no, I want to see an investigation report. And then an investigation report happens, and you're like, no, that investigation. It's like nothing is good because it doesn't fit the agenda that you're trying to push. Like, and then it's like you're constantly going down these rabbit holes until you have a gotcha moment because it's just humanly impossible to like feed whatever you want, right? It's you're like a bottomless pit of trying to get information because
Austin, you look like someone like what are you doing? You work walking on eggshells.
Exactly.
Like what are you doing? Just be comfortable, bro. Just say what you need to say. Be easy about it. Why are you so tight?
Okay, my turn now. Okay.
You can't be as tight as the shirt you're wearing, buddy. Oh, that's singlet.
That's why he sweats so much.
He's showing off a bit too much.
Okay. So breathe. Okay, so I see what On-Chain is saying here, right? And the truth is, if you're on YouTube, you're a content creator, you're creating entertainment, right? Now we always put the little disclaimer, the little thing where, hey, don't sue us, bro, because we don't get NFA, right? But the truth is that if you're covering something, indirectly or not, you're still doing it, right? You're still marketing, regardless. And I hear what Austin saying. I don't work with a company, but the company is you, bro, because when you go as a YouTube partnership, you are the company, unless you form up an LLC or an S corp or what you want to do. But if not, you are the sole proprietor. You are the company, including myself as well, including Brian, Yabongs, and of course On-Chain, right? We all have our own little companies.
The difference between you and Austin in this situation is that you're conscious about exactly what you're doing. You don't have this split personality where you're forced to act like something you're not. What happened to him when I told him you are marketing Titano, he could not admit that he's a marketer, because until I said that to him, he didn't see himself that way. So it just hit him like a ton of bricks, because he doesn't actually know what he is. So I'm helping him discover who and what he is. I'm educating this boy. He's my son.
Well, to be fair, just because you do YouTube, it doesn't mean you're a subject matter expert, right? You see a ton of people make a video and you go viral, they get tons of views, but they don't really know what they're doing. They just got lucky, right? So maybe Austin is on that camp. Give him the benefit of the doubt. But my point here is that irregardless, though, right? I mean, for me, I just don't care. but see, for Austin, right? Maybe Alex, maybe Brian, maybe even yourself here, right? Maybe you guys are more self-conscious about your image and think, yeah, bro, I'm cool, you know. I don't talk smack. I'm a good guy. So please come view me. Please subscribe. And maybe you want to care to that demographics, because whenever you go to any Discords, right? If you say anything that is not in their interest or the bags, they call it FUD. So it's very easy to, and if you guys want viewers and subs, right, they don't want to be labeled as a fudder. But for me, I don't care. I get subs regardless, because in my opinion,
that's why I call them snowflakes. It's because in the end, what they're doing is that they're trying to virtue signal while selling. Because in effect, what's happening here is very simple. Everyone is selling to the same crowd of people inside of the DeFi community. They're all salesmen, all right? And I'm a salesman too. The difference between me and them is that I can say exactly what it is that I'm selling, why I'm doing it, where I want to go, and I don't need their money unless I'm providing actual provable value. Now, I don't have any provable value that I can exchange for people's money, so I just exchange what I do for their attention. And I'm great at getting attention because I know how to perform in front of a camera, unlike some of these dummies. But anyway, what they're doing, though, is that they're selling, and they cannot admit that they're selling. And what they're here for is for the money, for the bag, right?
It's okay,
someone like
hold
on. Someone like Brian Legend has his own little protocol where it is a scam. Why? Because it's rebasing itself into
Don't expect me to just be the sideline.
Sure, whatever. Right. And then you have Austin, who's a marketer. He's pushing Titano, which is, by the way, I showed in my last video, it's very likely that Titano is supported by a criminal organization, but that doesn't matter to him. It doesn't matter. He just wants to push it down your throat over and over again.
Okay. Austin's turn now. Let Austin speak, yeah? Let's not interrupt Austin's turn.
So when Oliver was drunk on his live stream that he deleted, and he was like, come on, Austin, come on, blah, blah, talk about the deployer wallet. So I'm going to ask you, Oliver, okay? Because I'm not a name caller. I don't insult. I don't get off on that stuff. All right. You, Oliver, how much do you know about what goes into a deployer wallet and what goes into that when it comes to in the DeFi space of when you found this wallet? What do you know goes into that? No insults, just literally conversation.
All right, On-Chain, go ahead, bro. It's all yours now.
Okay. I am not. Okay, so I know what you're asking. So I'm just going to help you get to the conclusion. I am not a blockchain specialist. I am a YouTube specialist. That's why I know how to do this on camera. Like I said, unlike some of these dummies. But when it comes to the information I'm receiving, a lot of it is coming from people who realize what it is that I'm doing out here, calling out these scammers. So then what in turn happens is that people show up, they try to engage with me in a private conversation, and they're like, yo, dude, you're not going to believe what I just found out. Here's what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I take that and I present it. Now, here's the thing I've always been consistent about. while I am not a specialist on the blockchain or in coding, what I am a specialist of is human beings and pattern recognition. It's not hard to find out if someone is scamming you, because they're going to sell you a bullshit story that's not going to end the way that they're pretending it's going to end. And if you look at the charts, at the conclusion, it all goes to the same place, zero. If you look at your portfolio right now,
so here's what happens
it goes,
with Oliver.
hold on, I'm not done.
When you
shut
ask
up,
him a
shut
question,
up, I'm not done. I said I'm not
when
done.
When you ask Oliver a question
Anyways,
that he doesn't know,
it
he'll
goes
go
to
on this
zero,
tangent,
right? So your actual wallet shows you the proof of the problem. It goes
all
to
I asked
zero.
him, see what I noticed
John,
when it comes to pattern recognition?
Austin, bro, just out of respect, bro, just let him finish, and then you can rebuttal.
He's going to go on for 50 minutes because he doesn't know the answer. That's what he does.
It's fine. Just let him finish, and you can finish.
You need to have like a timer,
Thank you, moderator.
like a 1 minute timer.
Thank you, moderator, for letting him know how to be respectful. Can I just, since he was talking over me, can I finish that last
Let him
piece?
how to be respectful. You're sitting here downing everybody, bro.
On-chain, let me do the moderating, bro. You just finish your sentence, bro. Just finish your sentence and say what you gotta say, and then Austin will rebuttal to you and whatever. All right, so just finish your sentence.
So he was talking over me. Can I finish that last piece?
Whatever you're doing, just finish your thing. As you finish, say you're finished, and then Austin can speak whatever, you know.
All right, perfect. Thank you, moderator. So as I was saying, in the end, inside of your wallet and on the chart, you will see the final result of what is actually going on, which is the fact that this thing is going to zero, right? So your wallet will prove it, the charts will prove it. Now, Austin is saying that when they ask me a question that I don't know the answer, I don't give the answer. I literally just answered him. I said, I'm not a blockchain specialist. I'm not a coding specialist. What I am is a YouTube fucking specialist, right? And so I'm recognizing these fucking scammers. I call them for what they are. And so people show up and help me with the proofing of the fact that they are scammers. I just look at the end result. If it goes to zero over and over again, they're scamming you. Simple.
All right.
You go.
All right. Are you done, bro? All right. Austin, before you start, who's this guy right here? Who are you, bro? Give a kick. Who are you?
I'm out of here. I'm good. I'm good on this.
Oh, you don't want to say?
BTB, don't leave us.
No, I'm good. I got other shit. I was gonna come in and see what's up, but I just
I don't know who he is. You can say, bro. I just want to see who you are. That's all.
Crypto Truth Bomb. Somebody sent me this link, so I got it. But.
Stay, bro. Stay. You're more than welcome, bro. I'm just seeing who you are. But anyway, so Austin, please rebuttal now. Whatever you want to say, and please no one interrupt.
I apologize. So the question was, do you know what goes on with the deployer wallet and stuff like that? And then you just said no. So my next question, okay. And I'm just trying to get like a yes or no answer. Okay. I don't want to go down these long tangent holes. I respect people's time. When you used to have your previous YouTube channel or even your YouTube channel right now, have you ever made content on anything in Twitter, YouTube, whatever? Have you ever made content on something you were wrong about?
Go ahead, on-chain.
My turn. All right.
Like a stock, crypto,
moderator,
anything.
I would like to let Austin know that there's no chance in hell he can tell me how to answer questions. So the whole yes or no thing, he could shove that up his ass, bro.
You can say what you want, bro. Say what you want. This get
no, like he can talk, but don't tell me how to answer a question like yes or no. Don't go on attention. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Just say what you got to say.
I want to know something. Like in real life, would you honestly talk to people like that?
Bro, come see me. Come see me in real life. Come see me in real life.
No. I'm honestly asking. Like, do you talk like that? And
it's a little bunch.
I want to see why you haven't been attacked like physically already by people if you talk to them.
Because people like you are snowflakes. So whether I talk like them face to face or on the internet, it's the same outcome.
Is that why
you just don't want the smoke? All right, now
is that why
pause.
you blocked me from your Discord?
Now pause. Let me tell you something.
All right, this is finish. Let them finish.
Okay, this is not real life. This is the internet.
No, it's not.
Okay. This is not real life. This is the internet. So
the answer is you don't
listen, bro. You listen. You ask me a question. Listen. This is the real
running this stream. Just so you know, you're not in charge of me, and you're not in charge of anybody here.
Exactly.
I know you like to think that you are, but you're not, and definitely not me. You're not going to get an edge over me. But
okay.
I just want to.
So you asked me a question. I was answering you.
Yeah, I just want to know. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm answering you. So now this is the real answer. You are on a show right now. You're putting on a show for the people. That's why you're here. You're not here because you have great opinions and oh my God, let's hear his opinions. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. You're putting on a show for your people you're selling to. Now, I'm selling the same way you're selling. The difference between you and me is that I'm selling the fact that you are a scammer, right? And I sell that in exchange. I'm not done. Shut up. I'm not done, bro.
Don't
Just
tell me to
shut the fuck up. I'm not done.
Oh my God. Can you on-chain, bro.
Look,
on-chain, bro.
Hey,
When they talk, I just shut it when they talk. I just shut it.
Hey, look, no, you can't just tell me to shut up and expect me to do that. I'm a much bigger person than other people that you try to have debates with.
Okay.
They might crawl
with
into
your
corners.
little situation.
I don't. Little situation. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Let's be respectful, and that's what literally.
Let's try to be respectful. You don't got each other, but let's try to keep it amicable. How about that one? Huh? Let's just keep it like Alex here. The awkward eyes, like looking around. Oh my God!
Nobody else
He's crossing his eyes, like he's so offended. He's so triggered right now. Triggered, like, dude, what a snowflake!
This is crazy.
Why do you feel the need to call people names like that? Snowflake.
Because it's fucking fun,
blah, blah,
Brian.
blah.
I don't steal people's money, so I can call them names. You steal people's money, so you might end up in prison.
Yeah.
So calling people names wouldn't work for you, bro. Just keep stealing money. It's gonna be all right. It'll be good for you.
All right. Hey, tell me, how am I stealing money?
Because you're a scammer.
No, how?
Oh, here's how. You're diluting them out of existence. So by rebasing your token, what you're effectively doing is diluting every participant in your protocol. That's number one. Number two, I already said this. Here's what you're going to do. When you transfer from version 1 to version 2, aka Safuu to Safuu X, what you actually gonna do, and that liquidity pool that's locked for 13 years, you're gonna dump inside of it and get everyone's hard-earned money. Before they know it, they'll be focused on Safuu version 2, and you'll take all the money from Safuu version 1. That's literally you stealing money. And you can steal money two ways. You can dump inside of the liquidity pool, or you can inflate them using that inflation of 400,000%, just inflate them out of existence. The only person making money, Brian Legend. So how did he do it? He stole it from you. Easy.
Okay, so here's my answer. I have to answer it.
Let him finish now, okay? Let Brian just talk in peace, bro. Let's just be nice.
Yeah, I don't talk when people are talking.
All right, all right. Go, Brian. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
All right. So my answer is, you look at our price, so Safe's price by all-time high, and you look at it. Oh my God, they're down. Whatever it is, I don't know, 90%, 88%, whatever we are, right? But you got to look at it actually, and this is a fact. Okay, now you can try to deny it, but it actually is a fact. And if you go look at it on chain and do your proper technical analysis, you'll see that it is actually fact. What I'm about to say. Anybody that's bought, anybody, and I'm saying literally anybody that's bought from all-time high, which is 300 and whatever bucks it was, down to today, at whatever point in time, if they held, they would actually be in profit by at least 20% of their money at this point where we are right now. And there's plenty of liquidity to go around to even have that. And so when you're talking about diluting people, everyone are actually in profit. And that's why we're so successful and have the community that we have. The second point, which was when we go to Safuu X blockchain, what happens with our current Safuu liquidity? That Safuu liquidity is obviously, yes, it's locked for that 13.5 years. We can't touch it. If, hypothetically, if I wanted to tap into that liquidity, obviously we could dump the treasury, we could dump that, right? And get that from it, get a majority from it. We're not doing that. Our intentions are to build a long-term sustainable project. So will we, okay, here's the question. So will we be taking a portion of that liquidity through that transition over to Safuu X? Yes, that's our intention. But that liquidity will be taken over to new liquidity, which is on our own Safuu X DEX anyway. So all we're doing is taking the liquidity from, Binance Smart Chain, putting it onto our own chain. But it's not like I'm taking the liquidity for my own personal gain or anything like that. So I think that's where you might be going wrong. But that's my answer for you.
All right. Let's I actually want to ask Alex a question here because Homeboy looks a little bit uncomfortable. And I want to ask, bro, are you uncomfortable? And if you are, please explain why. I'm just curious. Just for science, bro, for science. And just feel free to say what you want.
Watching things get a little less civil between people, I'm okay with having discussions and stuff and whatever. I don't know, that's all. It's just you guys hashing it out with your personal differences and whatever. Like I can't really add anything to that other than just like sit here and just be like, oh shit.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Go ahead. Your turn,
Yeah.
bro. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So I just want to be very clear about this, just in case it's not clear enough. I have zero intentions of being civil with these scammers. And I'm saying these scammers because I believe, in my personal opinion, that they are either directly scamming or promoting scams. So if Titano is a scam, and if Austin is a marketer of Titano, that would mean that he is promoting a scam. There's nothing to be amicable about here because people are losing hard-earned money. For some reason, we are living in a space in DeFi where I'm somewhat of like, I'm the outlier. I'm the crazy guy for saying, can we please stop taking people's money directly from their pockets using massive amounts of inflation? Like 100,000% inflation. Do you even know what that means? And this dummy comes up and he drops 400,000% inflation. Bro, you have 9% inflation in the US market right now, and people are losing their minds. That's 9% per year. This dude has 400,000% inflation in his protocol, and he's sitting here with a straight fucking face and saying he's not diluting you. Are you mad, bruv?
All right.
Every investor is in profit. Every investor is in profit. Show me otherwise. Show me that I'm incorrect.
Can I switch the script here?
He's talking shit.
Actually, Austin, let me say real quick, bro, and you're after, okay? So I want to say, in terms of what Anshin is saying YouTubers are, if you cover a certain project right here, right? It's like what you're saying, Anshin, is that we're all privy to the information of what's going on. So the thing is that as a YouTuber myself, if I cover a project, I have covered some rug pulls, and I got rug pulled myself. So I'm not privy to all the information, all the ongoing operations that they're doing. I'm only privy to what I know at that point in time when I record that video. After that, if something happens, yeah, it looks bad on me, but the truth is that as a YouTuber, you aren't privy to insider information unless you know the team or if they want to share with you. So for Anshin to say, hey guys, if you're like Austin or me or whatever, right? If we cover a project and it happens to be a rug pull or it goes to zero, we're like at fault for it. No, bro, we're human, and I admit it. I am wrong. I'm not always right. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're in DeFi, bro. It's a wild, wild west. You come in here, you know that there's no FDIC. You come here to make riches, and if you lose some, you're gonna lose some, bro. That's how it is. And is it messed up? Absolutely. But to say, hey, it's a YouTuber's fault because it's not. Well, what about the devs who are creating it, right? They're the real problem here. If I'm not here, if Austin's not here, I guarantee you, if there's money to be made, someone else will take our spot. If Brian's not here, there will be another Brian, maybe Adam, or who knows, right? Who knows? But the point is that it'll never end. And to just say it blindly, saying, hey, it's your fault, bro, because you're covering it. So by default, you're a scammer. I don't agree with that one for sure. So
can I answer that?
Well, actually, let Austin talk now, and then you have to, okay?
Well, that was kind of like what I was going to say. It's just like, I would agree with Oliver in the sense that if anybody here, because I don't have any proof that anybody here on this panel right now has directly scammed anybody. Like, if I was literally taking money from somebody, like, because I have no sympathy, empathy for people that are taking money from people, like stealing people's money. You know, if I had any shred of evidence that Titano was stealing people's money, had plans to steal people's money, or any project that I'm in, you know, because I don't do, and the thing is, I don't just do videos on just crypto. I do videos about everything, real estate, stocks, and crypto, that provide me passive income and just show what I do good in, what I do bad in. And I don't understand how, just because I do content around any of that, right? Like if the housing market goes down and I show all my real estate stuff and my progress, how does that make me at fault because something that I have no control over fails? Because I'm showing you I got skin in the game. Again, it would be totally different in another story if I had zero money invested into anything, right? And I'm just like, hey guys, here's project whatever. This is blah, 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 blah. Like, no, I share all the time, right? What I have my money into and that I'm invested into it. And I just literally show people what I do good and what I do bad in. So I don't understand how that makes me at fault for other people's mistakes.
I can explain that. So can I go now?
Yeah, go. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Okay. So here's the thing. I said this to Austin when we spoke privately, and I also said it to Jesse Echo when we spoke privately. So it is more dangerous when you're doing something that is terrible and you don't even know that you're doing it, because then you'll do it with a lot of conviction and a lot of vigor that will then translate, that energy will translate into the people who are watching you. Because as a marketer and as a thought leader, you have a responsibility here on YouTube. You may or may not be conscious of it, but you have a responsibility because these people are following you. So they're following what you're doing. So if you truly believe in what you're doing, then you communicate that energy to them. So what happens when you don't have the accurate information to understand what you're witnessing with your very two eyes? It's even more dangerous than what, for instance, Brian is doing. Brian knows what he's doing, so he has to perform. He has to create a good lie to sell to people. You actually believe that shit. It's even more dangerous. It's like oh my God, it's poison. So now let me explain to you exactly how Titano is stealing money directly from people's wallets. All right, it goes like this. Again, inside of the US economy, when the Federal Reserve shows up and drops helicopter money into the economy, right? What in effect they're doing is they're robbing all the savers. Everybody knows that. So many professionals have talked about that it's like, if you just look it up, you'll understand quickly because everybody covered it. If you are a saver and there's helicopter money, 0% interest rates, and everybody's getting free money, the person that loses is not the person that owns all the companies and that have all the stocks, because the stocks are going to go up while the money is going down in value. But the people who are saving their money, that inflation is literally robbing them of their purchasing power. This is very basic finance 101 stuff. Now, that's for 9% inflation rate, all right? This is how the world goes to shit, because all the savers, the middle class, they all lose. Now, imagine you have 100,000% inflation rate, 100,000%. This is crazy. In 1 year, whatever token that they're giving you, which is competing for the little value that you contributed to the liquidity pool, so the BNB is the real value, the token, Titano token, is what's inflating to the tune of 100,000%. You think it's by mistake that David from Titano said, we all know that the acceleration rate of any rebasing token goes into infinity. And I quote, he said, nothing can compete with infinity. The token is inflating towards infinity, bro. So how can you say it's not diluting the very participants that are inside of the protocol, when by design, the thing is meant to inflate towards infinity while the value, which is the BNB, is stagnant, which means everybody's losing money at all times, too fast to even counter. That's robbery in broad daylight. So now I'm telling you that this is a scam. You out here trying to convince me that when you promote it to the people who believe in you, it's not a scam. Bro, what the fuck?
I am so impressed with Oliver on-chain. So impressed. I think he's a total financial expert. I'm going to personally write to the Federal Reserve and just purely recommend that he needs to step up and just totally replace Jay Powell, because I reckon on-chain will be able to run this economy, you know, a hell of a lot better than what it currently is. He's going to change the way we do things for sure. On-chain, you have lost the plot.
Now that you said that, disprove what I said. Disprove it. Disprove everything I just said right now. Disprove it.
Lost the plot. No, I've got no respect for you, because you've got no respect for me or any other person either. I entered on this live stream because we were all having a pleasant discussion until you came on. Everyone in the live chat you can see hates you. You know that, but I think you like it that way anyway. It's actually 8 o'clock in the morning. I was about to go to bed an hour ago, so it's nothing, you know, against you personally. But I'm going to leave this live stream because
it's a waste of my time. Go keep scamming. No problem. It's all good. Go buy Louis. Go get finessed by your little whatever people that you meet in the Southeast Asian side of the world. Go get finessed, bro.
Well, that's okay. You could go be jealous in your own time.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. You a fucking scammer. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, calm down.
No, fuck this dude, bro. He's scamming. You know he's scamming.
On-chain.
Okay, hey, John.
I know what on-chain wants.
Do you
I know
not
what
know
on-chain
he's
wants.
scamming?
I know what he
Do you
wants.
not
I know
know?
what he wants. He wants me to do my lovely, finger up kind of rude finger thing. I know that's what he wants. I'm not going to give him the time to pay for it. All right.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get this dummy out of here.
Let's try to be nice, bro. Come on. Let's be nice, bro. Let's be nice.
I don't have to be nice to him. I told you I'm not nice to fucking scammers. Don't tell me to be nice. I'm not nice to fucking scammers.
Oh, jeez.
It's done, bruv. Now get the fuck out of here, Brian.
You don't have like
with your little situation. Get the fuck out,
You don't have an ounce of respect.
No, I don't. Whoa,
for yourself.
what don't you get, bro? I don't respect you. You're a fucking scammer. You've been scamming.
Okay.
Oh, come on, dude.
Okay. I had to mute both Brian Legend and On-Chain, not because I dislike Brian Legend or anything, it's just because they're both talking. So let's give them a few seconds to calm down. And I want to ask.
I'm just saying goodbye. That's all I'm saying. So
okay,
anyway,
all right,
have fun. But I appreciate you inviting me on the stream. So to everyone else, sorry for On-Chain's behavior. And have a great night.
All right, later, bro. Good having you here. All right, take care, man. Hey, so I mean, let's try, keep it a little nice here, and let's give it a little time here. So between Alex and Austin, how do you guys feel about Safuu and Kyoto, personally speaking? Like, what are your opinions on these two tokens, or whatever you want to call them? Any thoughts about between Safuu and Kyoto? Like, I like this one more, this one less, or whatever,
Well, man.
Just personal opinions, bro. There's no right or wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? Just say whatever you like or don't like. You know what I mean?
So I haven't been staying up to date with all that Safuu's been doing, so I can't comment intelligently with that. I'm not educated on their current situation. So I know they're talking about going to their new blockchain. I don't know the details of that. Kyoto, I did just do a big report on, and they are doing carbon credit marketplaces on different blockchains and then launching their own layer 1 in 1 year. At the same time, they shut off their rebasing, and they've publicly stated that they're doing the rebasing inflation for their token distribution for that first year. Once they're all out there, that's it. And then they're going to use it as the gas token, basically, on their layer 1. Right. So it's an interesting experiment. I mean, personally, if in my video, I laid out 3 strategies that I would personally try to trade it with, not financial advice. And other people might do things differently. They might see, so I think there are mainly 2 kinds of traders out here, like speculative traders trying to make a flip and value traders who try to buy and hold based on what they think are the fundamentals. With a lot of this stuff, it's so experimental. We don't really know. Like Titano, for instance, On-Chain was just talking about that. When that launched, I had no idea what any of that stuff meant, what 100,000% APY was, but I tried to buy the lows and DCA in, and I ended up making some money off of it, but that was just my personal trading strategy. I wasn't buying and holding that one. But again, some of these other ones I've gotten wrecked on buying and holding because mainly the team kind of disappeared on me. But Kyoto's fully doxed. They're registered business, and they've got a lot of venture capital behind them, millions of dollars, over $25 million. I
heard about that.
Bonks, am I factually incorrect when I talked about the effect of rebasing and inflating to the tune of 100,000%? Is that not robbing the holders effectively?
It depends on the holder and what their strategy is.
If you're just holding, period, does that not rob the value because you are rebasing into infinity?
It's a tough one because right now we're in a bear market. Plus,
that has nothing to do with a bear market, bro. It's mathematical.
Well, the BNB it's paired with is going down as well. So the BNB is also losing value at the same time. So I think it looks a lot worse, even though the inflation is still, it has that effect, and they're trying to combat it. I've heard it's an experiment. Like I said, are they going to be able to successfully do it? I don't know.
Okay, hey John, let me ask you directly.
What?
Am I factually incorrect by saying that inflation is robbing savers?
Robbing? I wouldn't say robbing.
Effectively robbing, because you're losing value.
Right. Well, see, the thing is that I'm not saying. See, I would say robbing is the wrong word here. I would say, see, the thing is that in order to play the game, you have to understand the game. So if you don't educate yourself, it's really on you. Now, I do understand what you're saying on chain. Oh, the whole world, the government should look out for you. But the truth is, you gotta look out for you.
I never said the government should look out for you. I never said that. Literally never. You'll never hear that come out of my mouth.
All right. Well, all this inflation talk, all this like slavery, robbery, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that if you don't understand the rules of the game, how do you play the game? So the ones that are getting robbed are the ones not being educated. And it could be maybe because they didn't get education from, but the thing is that you can, on Google, you can figure it yourself. And the thing is, it's lack of self-motivation.
But you're not answering my question, though.
I am.
I'm saying, am I factually incorrect?
I'm getting to it right now.
Okay.
So the thing is, yes, they are losers in the game because they aren't educating themselves. That's how it works. It's very simple. Now, the ones who are educated are the ones going into assets, right? If you own an asset class, when things inflate, well, you're the one to benefit. So if you're the ones who aren't buying assets like houses or whatever, or stocks, or, well, I wouldn't say crypto, but I guess it is kind of like an asset nowadays, then yeah, you are missing out. And if you're missing out, that's on you. So yes, you are getting robbed. But the thing is that I wouldn't say robbed. What I would say is that you don't know the rules of the game, so you can't participate correctly.
Okay, so that means when I'm looking at Titano, which Austin is promoting, and I sit here and I say Titano is robbing holders because it is inflating into infinity. So am I factually incorrect?
Well, it's inflating, that's for sure. But again, see, as a user, right? I was in Titano, I got burnt. Okay, so I bought some and I got burnt. I put up maybe like 2 G's. I came out with like $400. So I got burned pretty bad. I mean, was it a lot of money? No, but I put in what I was willing to play with. So I got burnt because I didn't really do my due diligence. I kind of looked into it, but I didn't go deep. Maybe Austin went deeper than me possibly because I just kind of skimmed it. Look at, oh, it's a pretty good idea. Let's try it out. And I got burnt. So it's on me also for not doing my due diligence. But at the same time, when you see all these crypto projects, right? They're like dime a dozen. There's so many rules. And then, for example, here, if you see Yabonk's videos, right, like 3 hours long. So he goes pretty in depth into it, right? I mean, who's gonna spend all that time to do that for every single project? So it's kind of like, it is what it is.
I need you guys to teach me how to use Premiere so I can edit that stuff.
But my question, you didn't answer it. Or am I factually incorrect?
Well, I mean, it's not a fact though, bro, because the thing is that some know and some don't know. That's all it is.
No. My question is not who knows who doesn't know. The rebasing is happening at 100,000%. So that's inflating at 100,000%. That's the rate of inflation.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is that if you're a holder, you are effectively being robbed of your value because inflation takes away value. It's the hidden
just
tax.
Because something goes down in value doesn't mean it's involving a robbery, because a robbery is like theft, right? Like somebody getting money taken away from them without their without them wanting it because it's illegal, right? It's like me getting your keys to your wallet and then I steal money because like you don't want that, right? So that's what, when you say, is this factually robbing? No, because it's just inflation. It's the same way with
speech.
It's the
Austin.
same.
Like, don't be basic.
You're asking facts. You just said, is it factual? And now you're saying it's a figure of speech. No, what is it? Is it facts or figure of speech?
Raise of hands if you did not understand that when I used the word robbery here, it was a figure of speech. Raise of hands.
You just asked facts.
No, I know, Austin. We know where you stand. Raise of hands for the two others. Do you not understand that it was a figure of speech when I was saying that inflation is effectively robbery? Raise of hands if you did not understand that this was a figure of speech.
All right. First of all, I was...
What? Well, you did not understand that?
No. Let me finish, bro. What I was trying to do was rephrase it because I think the word robbery is too strong. Because robbery is kind of what Austin is saying. But I agree with you, though. It is kind of screwed up the way things are working, right? I would agree with that one for sure. But
like, why is he sitting here like, oh, you were asking factually, bro, and now you're turning yours like, what, you're a baby? It's a figure of speech. Use your brain, bro. Okay, I'll remove. I move to strike the word robbery. All right. So now let me say it in a way like a scholar would say it, because that's how we have to talk to Austin here. Okay, great. So is it factually correct that when you are rebasing to the tune of 100,000%, which means you're inflating the token to the tune of 100,000%, while your BNB, which is the real value that everybody contributed to the protocol, is more or less stagnant after the first batch of people got in? So now if you have the stagnant value inflating token, that means you're losing value every day, and you're losing it to a pace where you cannot keep up with it. And everybody that's thinking that they're getting rich by looking at their wallet, they don't realize that in the background, what's really happening is that they're losing value. Am I factually correct or incorrect?
Okay, on-chain, you are right in that sense. But at the same time, you have to remember, though, in order to get that egregious APY, what do you want to call it here, right? You have to hold for 365 days. If you sell even once or twice, that APR drops dramatically. It's basic math.
And you actually don't get that because of the buy and sell tax. Like you don't even get it in the first place. Like if you hold, so if we're talking about Titano, the 100, I don't know what is 102, whatever, like you never really get it. So what I like to do as far as like explaining the APY is it's like when you're driving a car, right? You guys know the cars that give you out the miles per gallon, like actively as you're driving. Like if you're going down a hill, it says 99, but if you press on the gas, it goes down to like 30, right? So how in the crypto world, okay, when they give you these super high APYs and then you have something like Sphere that goes deflationary, right? They're no longer giving you that 99,999 whatever APY. That's because at that time, say they were going down the hill, right? And you're getting this huge, this huge inflation of the what the heck?
Why are random people just showing up? I think it's because the link is in the Discords.
That's okay.
And people are just clicking on it. Like, no, just don't come on the stage, people. Just like you can watch.
Okay. Everyone's welcome
on the stage.
Everyone's welcome, bro. Everyone's welcome. I don't have a problem with anyone talking.
So when I explained the APY thing, that's what it's like. If you get into the project at an early time, you're going to get this massive inflation of tokens. But when it's cut off, okay, so now you're hitting the accelerator, you're no longer getting that APY. So it's like right out of the bat, you're going down that hill. But as soon as you sell, as soon as you pay the sell tax, anything that eliminates you just holding, that's when you're like pressing on the accelerator and your APY is dramatically decreased. But even then, this APY is in terms of tokens. We got to remember at the end of the day, it's not in terms of fiat, in terms of like USD value. Because absolutely, that'd be absolutely crazy. Nowhere in the world could you have a financial product that gives you over 50% APY of a $1 to $1.
So honest question here. Do you now understand what's the problem with these projects? Why I call them scams? Because in effect, what they're doing is they're diluting every participant in said project.
Okay. Well,
and that's by design. Do all three of you, one at a time, do you understand this? Yes or no?
Yeah, I get it. So
okay,
I'll go first then. I get it, but what I'm saying here is also, it's like any other project, any other stock you buy. If you're in first and if you're a whale, you're gonna be the most beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
It's a winning and losing game. There's always a winner and a loser.
That's just by design, bro. Whether it's rebasing, whether it's like
that's not true. That's factually incorrect. I'm sorry,
bro. Look at for example here, Shiba Inu, right? It's a meme coin. We know that it doesn't do very much. Actually, it does do something actually compared to Dogecoin. But there are some folks putting in like say $1,000 or $2,000 in the first year, and now they're literally a billionaire now. So now they're the biggest winner because they held the longest, right? But that case is very far and few in between. So when people buy these like degen projects, they buy in thinking, you know what, dude, this could be my ticket to, living the good life.
But that's not what we're talking about. Hey, John, you off topic. What I'm talking about is solely towards rebasing. No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, because if there was no rebasing, the person who bought would be able to trust that the value will be permanent. When there is rebase, how is this not true? Like in the case of Bitcoin, right? When I say the value of Bitcoin does not actually change based on itself. It changes based on two things. Like when I say it doesn't change based on itself, let me explain. It changes based on the fact that it has a cap of 21 million, and it changes based on how the US dollar is valued in the world. So if the value of US dollar goes down, technically what you would expect long term is Bitcoin's price to go up, because the dollar is losing purchasing power. And because Bitcoins are finite in existence, so they're going to gain against the US dollar. But if Bitcoin was rebasing at 100,000%, that means new Bitcoins are coming into circulation every day towards infinity. That would mean whatever Bitcoin is trading against is always going to be lower and lower compared to Bitcoin, because there's so much circulating supply, which is exactly what's happening here in the liquidity pools. People provide BNB. BNB is following the market value. It goes up, it goes down a little bit, whatever, but that's what has real value. In the meantime, Titano is inflating at 100,000% and circulating supply against BNB. So people think they're going to make money because the idea is passive income. That's the story they sold you in order to rob you of your keyword, figure of speech, rob you of your value, because as you sit here and wait, you actually losing over time.
Okay. All right. So what I'm trying to get at here is that rebasing or not rebasing, let's just both agree, let's all agree that if you buy Bitcoin, if you buy Safuu, if you buy Kyoto, and if let's just say for in a hypothetical world here, right? We all buy one Bitcoin, one Safuu, one Kyoto here, right? And it rebases, whatever here, right? But if you don't sell anything or buy anything, then the price is the same thing, irregardless. So for example here, if you rebase one Safuu, right? Instead of having one Safuu, but in a year you have 100 Safuu, but it still equates to the same value. And that value is market cap. So my point here is that when I talk about whales always benefit the most, irregardless of what project, what stock, what you do. They dictate the price, not you or I. It doesn't matter what you or I does, because unless you're a whale in a thing, you don't control the price, and that's why they call it the smart money. And we follow the smart money. I just momentum.
You made a factual mistake again. I'll address it in a bit. But now back to you, Austin. So do you understand what I'm saying here about rebasing? The fact that even David said it's inflating towards infinity, and we're all sitting here acting like people are not going to lose over time if they're holding in this protocol, if they follow your example of like, here's what I'm doing. So, if Austin is doing it, then let me do it too, because he's an influencer, right? So now he goes into it, that person does exactly what they think you're doing, which is holding Titano, not knowing what I'm talking about, because I'm the only one talking about it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let us talk now.
Well, I mean, speaking from the YouTube thing, like, I mean, it's not my fault, and nor should it ever be, if someone blindly follows what I do, right? So when people blame content creators of, oh my God, you did this and I bought in. Okay, that's your problem. So right off the bat, extreme ownership and personal accountability are very, very lacking in this space, because they always want to find that thing to look for, and content creators are a very easy punching bag for that. But the thing But the thing you're talking about right now, but you sprinkle that in there, so I wanted to touch on that. The thing you're talking about is the rebasing. So do you know that a lot of these rebasing projects, I can't speak for all of them, but if we're just talking about Titano, they have an expiration date within the contract. So for Titano specifically, it's a 4-year expiration date where they reach their max rebasing count or whatever it is. So when it comes to a project like Titano, this is my personal experience, okay? And this is what the whole goal is of DeFi in general. You're taking a chance. It's a casino. Right? Yabok says this all the time. It's a casino, and you should only put risk-free money in here. And when it comes to you talking about how, like, I feel like you're comparing these projects to things like traditional finance, in terms of you should rely on these projects like traditional finance. You should never do that. Nope. These DeFi projects are gambles, and I even say that on Titano's YouTube channel. When we do Titan Talks, I tell people all the time, and I make it an apparent thing to be like, guys, this is still risk capital. I still invest in real estate. So when you were making the joke that these YouTubers have to, do YouTube to survive, I survive because of real estate. I'm financially free because of real estate. I got out of the military because I had not enough time to go into real estate. You know that thing you joked about, and attacked my integrity with? Yes. So when it comes to these rebasing projects, they reward people that get in and hold the project and inflate that token. Absolutely. They're real about that. It inflates in value. And if they don't create use cases,
it doesn't inflate in value, just in tokens. That's not value.
I mean, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I meant inflate in tokens. You know what I mean? So when it comes to these,
just be factually correct, bro. Just be factually correct.
Let him finish. Come on, let him finish, dude. Let him finish.
It rewards the people that bet on the roadmap and bet on these projects because they're very, very risky. And if they follow through with whatever they do and they are successful, the people that hold and get those accumulation of tokens are going to, be rewarded in the price appreciation in the next 3, 4, 5 years down the road when that rebasing stops. And Titano and all these other rebasing projects have this giant ecosystem of all these different things and all these different use cases they build around the token. That in turn takes as the APY stops, it's taking that the tokens out of circulation through the deflationary mechanisms they have set in place, through everything they add. It's rewarding the people that hold long term. So like it's not this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, you're at the end of the day, you're just taking a bet on these teams, and that's it. This is just gambles. These are just taking bets, and
exactly.
I feel like
someone has feedback. I don't know who it is, but someone has feedback.
All right, go for it. Are you done, Austin, or no?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to keep rambling.
Oh, okay. If you're good, let Alex speak then. I'm sorry, your bonks.
Alex is fine. What was the question originally? Are we still talking about?
There's someone who has feedback.
Kyoto?
Like someone is like listening at the same time that this is coming through.
I got headphones in.
I don't hear anything.
It might either be Alex or Hey John, because I got
it's fixed now.
Am I echoing?
No, you're good now.
Okay. Are we talking about Kyoto, Safuu, or Titano right now? What was the question again?
It was about rebasing. The fact that rebasing is inherently a trick that is taking value away from holders, and they don't understand it because YouTubers don't tell them that this is exactly what rebasing does. When you have inflation so high, it's robbing you, figure of speech, of your value.
I think it's situational with the project. So with like Kyoto, for instance, it's fresh in my memory because I just researched it. They have super high APY, like 900,000%, but it's for 1 year till it gets to the token, the max circulating supply that they want for their layer 1 token. Like Avalanche has AVAX, right? That's how they're distributing their tokens, and it's an additional method of basically crowdfunding to get additional capital. So with them, like, they have a clear plan up front, basically, to say after 1 year the rebasing stops completely. Yep. And all those tokens at that point, which is going to be this many, is how many there will be forever. For Safuu, I think like their experimental model was, I know obviously it's going to change because they're going to their blockchain, but initially it was like super high for the first year. Then it drops down drastically by like a factor of 10, I think, by the second year.
10x, you're right.
And then it goes like that down to about year 8, where that goes down to like
near nothing,
1,000% APY or something.
Don't even count anymore.
And supposedly the theory with that experiment was that the burn pit or the fire pit was supposed to basically eat up all the majority of the tokens, and then they're supposed to rebase in there and kind of take up a large percentage of that. So how that's playing out, I'm not too up to date on the Safuu situation, if that model's working. I know there was one called Alto, actually. Oliver, you're gonna make fun of me. Check out the swag.
What is that?
So Alto, their fire pit, they tried a similar, like, not similar, it's very different, but they went hard on the burn thing, and it goes to like a real null address dead wallet. And they're like over 50%, I think, of their total max supply ever is already burnt. So that's an interesting experiment that I think I've heard a lot of people saying very good things about lately. So that one's interesting. Titano, that one's kind of hard to talk about because I've been out of that Titano scene for a while, and I don't know all the changes they put into V2. Let me see what else we got.
This is crazy.
Really, these are experiments, though. Like,
Yeah.
I think it comes down to end user education and not having deceptive marketing. So, for a project to put 100,000 APY on their website, but not say in more Titano tokens right next to it, because you're going to have uninformed people coming in here, like I was, like 6 months ago. I had no idea what was going on. And I saw Titano, I'm like, oh, wow, 100,000% APY. How's that possible? YOLO. Yeah. And I chucked a bunch of money in. I got lucky. Yeah. But then I tried it again with RingFi, and I got wrecked.
Yeah. So can I say something?
Wait, Anshin, let me go first, and you have to, okay? So speaking about Yabongs and Kyoto over here, right? The thing with Kyoto is that they're using rebasing, not for price action. Think of it as Bitcoin doing the Bitcoin halvings, but they're accelerated into 1 year, and after that it kind of cuts off. So basically they want to get a supply of like what, like, is it 1 billion, I believe, your bunk, or 2, I forget what the number is at the end of it.
For which one? For
Kyoto, they're using the is it 1 or 2 billion, I forget the number exactly what it is.
It's something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
But the point is Kyoto is using that to get tokens minted, kind of like the Bitcoin halvings, but they're compressing a timeline into 1 year. So it's not really meant to, make you money per se in that kind of sense. It's meant to, like, all right, guys, we want to have a finite amount of tokens by the end of this year, and this is how we're going to achieve it by going this route. So it's not like every rebase is the same because, well, maybe code similar, but they're using different, like, I guess, implementations, I guess the word.
Somebody in the comments said 3.2 billion, just for the sake.
There you go. I knew it was in the billions, but I forget how many, 1 or 2 or 3, But yeah, so that's kind of what I gotta say about Kyoto right there. So it's not like Safuu where they're gonna go, I guess forever in a sense, but or at least 13 years.
Okay, so question real quick. So Yabonks, you said that you talked about deceptive marketing. So does Kyoto say what you just said if they didn't say it would be deceptive marketing?
I think when I made my video, I pointed out that they might not have. Let me double check their website. But I think I may have said this is one thing I didn't like about their marketing, and that's something I point out on my videos.
How surprising! None of them do. Literally 0%.
I think they took. It looks like they took my feedback and took it off. They just took it off completely.
Oh. What was it, by the way?
They must have listened to my feedback.
What, off the APY? Video.
Yeah, it used to have the APY on, I think, but I kind of called them out for it in my video. And they straight took that shit off. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
All right, there you go.
Well, Titano didn't take it off, and none of the others took it off. So when they say you're gonna transform $1,000 into $1 million, it's never gonna happen.
Okay, that thing I did tell them that. So
yeah, I have a problem
exactly
with that
what you're talking about. I told Julius and Rob back in like
who's Julius and Rob?
The core team of Titano.
What do they do? What does Julius and Rob does?
So Julius is the founder. Marty's the developer. Rob, I think, does marketing. I don't know. I forgot exactly what Rob does. But they're the three people that founded Titano.
So Marty, you said, is the developer?
Yes, Marty is the developer.
Have you ever seen Marty?
I haven't seen any three of them.
So you are literally on their channel promoting them exclusively. The only YouTuber who does that is you, and you've never seen their faces, bro. And they're doing deceptive marketing. You told them that they did nothing about it. They keep rebasing.
No, that's what I was about to say, but you interrupted me. They did take it off on their new website. It's not on there anymore.
So they don't. Okay, I see. So they
don't say invest 1,000 and you'll be a gazillionaire in a year.
Oh, but they just say it's gonna the APY is 100,000%.
Well, yeah, they started the APY.
Okay. And so when people see that, I'm supposing they know automatically that this is not value, it's just worthless tokens, right?
Well,
see, that's the thing that I was trying to tell you. It's you can't, like, the whole APY system and that's what Hey John and Alex was both talking about, is it's not an APY that you're going to get for a lifetime. It's an initial burst of inflation over the course of X amount of years of whatever the protocol wants.
It doesn't matter, bro.
And
like,
if
it's too
but
much.
listen, dude. But the thing is, it's not about fiat, and two, it's about them trying to create use case of using the Titano token or whatever token we're talking about into the crypto world. And if they can be successful, okay, big thing there. If they can be successful, the people that was within the project for the first 4, speaking of Titano, first 4 years, if you're talking about Safuu, I think you said 8 years, whatever, whoever's in that time frame, they're the people that over the time, as the Titano token or whatever token we're talking about appreciates in value, you indirectly get rewarded for being in that increasingly high inflation rate of tokens. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's what I personally, and I get what you're talking about with YouTubers or promoters, but on the Titano channel, all I do is literally answer basic questions and put them into a video of like frequently asked questions. So that's literally all I do with the Titano page. I'm not literally on there like, yo guys, come on, buy Titano. No, I don't do none of that. But that's the whole purpose of having these APYs. It's not an APY that you're just, and it's like the same thing John said, when it comes to Bitcoin, or if we're talking about stocks, Tesla does this all the time. Apple, I think, has done this a few times when they have, and now you look in your M1 Finance account or whatever brokerage account you use, instead of having 2 shares, now you have 4 shares if they do a double, but then if they do 8 or whatever, a stock split, whatever you're talking about, you get the same number of value, like you get the same dollar of value, but now you have more shares. So now,
my God. So by saying this, you're proving how much you don't understand what's going on. Like a share split, a stock split, right? It does not affect the value. And this is why it's not illegal, because it doesn't touch people's value. The value is real. Like earlier when I told Hey John that he was factually incorrect because he was saying how everybody gets the same share of the market cap. The reason why he's factually incorrect is because the market cap is a lie. The market cap is factually a lie because price in crypto is broken. The way price is determined is based on whatever is happening in the liquidity pool, where the latest price was exchanged, whoever was agreeing to pay for whatever the price was at that very transaction. If nobody transacts in the liquidity pool, that price stays balanced. That's the AMA system. So the price stays the same if no one comes and affects the liquidity pool. So that price stays the same. While that price is the same because no one is coming in and trading, the rebasing is happening, inflating in everyone's wallets. So then the market cap is going up because all market cap is doing is multiplying the circulating supply to the price, which has been stagnant because no one was trading. So that means the market cap is actually fake. The only real value is in the liquidity pool. So now what you actually have to do is take the circulating supply and divide it by whatever amount of BNB is inside of the liquidity pool. The market cap is not a share of what everybody's getting. What everybody's getting is the number of tokens they have divided by the number of BNBs in the liquidity pool. Now, here's the kicker. The first person to go to the liquidity pool and dump inside of it could literally take it to 0. Why? Because usually those liquidity pools have only but a fraction of the market cap. So the market cap could be at 100 million and the liquidity pool only has $4 million in it. Like Titano has like $2 million in its liquidity pool. So if
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. If someone dumped on Titano,
let me finish. So what I'm saying is that this is deceptive to the core. And none of you YouTubers are spending time to explain this to your viewers because your incentives are aligned to not tell them the facts, which is why it's all a fucking scam. Now, I want to say this to conclude because I'm actually very frustrated. Now, here's the thing about me, right? I'm able to take my thoughts, my beliefs, and still wrap it inside of a performance because I'm a YouTuber. But I believe all the things that I'm saying. It's just that I know how to perform the things that I believe. So when I'm frustrated right now, I'm literally frustrated because I'm so tired. Like, I think you guys are intelligent enough to understand what's really going on. Like, you are promoting invisible people that may or may not be in North Korea, China, Russia, whatever. You've never seen them. Yet you're putting your brand, your face in front of their bullshit tokens.
Have you seen Bitcoin's owner? And you,
oh
and
my
you
God,
said
bro.
yourself, Bitcoin is the one that you
Look
like.
at what he's saying. Like, you're on the defensive. You're not even thinking straight.
I'm not on the defensive. I'm using what you say against you. You said, because remember when we debated on Yabox's recording, and I said, well, what do you believe in, right? And you said, well, Bitcoin, because it's a store of value, which is the most lame excuse, because Bitcoin is not a store of value. But you said yourself, Bitcoin. We don't know who's the person that created Bitcoin is.
The contract has been renounced. The contract is not under the control of like some person that could show up and dump on you. They cannot just change the tax, bro. They cannot go to V2 and take the liquidity from V1.
These are gambles.
No. Stop. I said that this team could be in North Korea. They could start a version 2, force you to not be able to trade in the liquidity pool of V1, and literally go in the V1 contract liquidity pool and drain it. Satoshi Nakamoto cannot do that because he doesn't have any control on the protocol. So for you to sit here and compare Titano to Bitcoin is fucking crazy, bro. You must be able to see that.
I'm just using that as an example.
All right. Example. So it sounds like what Anshin is saying. All right. So what Anshin is saying here is that he has an issue with the way the LPs are created, right? So how are the LPs created? Isn't PancakeSwap, Uniswap, are these companies or individuals or what do you want to call them, right? They're the one creating the LPs when you put in your BNBs for your project here, right? So the real issue here is PancakeSwap or Uniswap or any swaps in general. So I mean,
no, that's not the issue. That's not the issue.
It's not.
No, it's not. Because they're transparent. They show you exactly how much is in the LP. It's not like you don't know how much is in it. So they're being transparent. They offer you the platform to create the LP. What I'm saying is that the pricing mechanism, how you see price in your wallet, that is broken. Because what it's doing, it's just taking circulating supply and multiplying it by the last trade that happened inside of the LP for whatever price these two people agreed to trade for, or whichever price someone decided to trade inside of the LP. So if no one is trading inside of the LP, that price is going to remain stagnant while the rebasing is creating more supply, which then means the market cap is going up because all the wallet is doing is multiplying circulating supply to the latest price to give you market cap. So the market cap is fake. There's only like 5% of the real value you see in the market cap. That's what exists in the LP. So if 5% of the wallet holders that are the biggest wallets or whatever, if they go into the LP, they can take it to zero.
Okay.
Anyway, so hold on. I want to say one last thing because I'm actually going to leave.
All right.
What is happening here is a tragedy. And the thing that's going to happen is that history is I'm going to remain the same and history is going to come and find me. So when it happens that all of these fucking scams went to zero, or when eventually the regulators show up and they start putting people in jail and you start seeing FBI notices on top of websites and they just vanish out of thin air, and you see all of these YouTubers start not knowing what to talk about or start to being in crisis mode or start tearing up and making apology videos, remember I was mad at them for not being responsible enough to tell you the truth. Even after they heard the truth, even after they had the chance to go and research and find out what's really going on with these criminal organizations. Remember, I was mad right now. I was insulting Brian because he's a scammer. He's pushing what I believe to be completely unethical, completely irresponsible towards his participants in his protocol. I believe that what Austin Clark is doing and putting his face, his brand in front of a protocol where he doesn't even know who the people who control the protocol are. They could rug tomorrow. He would just say, I'm sorry. This is crazy to me. But remember, I was mad today before all the shit hit the fan. Remember that. That's all I got for you guys.
All right.
All right, bro. That's it.
All right.
So
hey, thanks for coming on, dude.
no worries. Peace.
Can I respond?
Absolutely, by all means.
Okay. Well, I just want to say,
anyways.
in most of my videos when I review a project, I do cover the risk of a bank run on the liquidity pool, where if all of the tokens came home to roost all at the same time, then the liquidity pool would be straight effed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's why they have the insurance fund to back it up and these rebasers. And even then, it's usually not enough to for the whole market cap. But the likelihood of that all happening, that's why they call it a black swan event. But it is still a risk, although it's
unlikely.
It's called black swan because it's a very rare occurrence for something like that to happen on a liquidity pool. But that is something people should be aware about, especially newer folks out here who haven't traded on decentralized exchanges with liquidity pools and tokens or like vouchers, and that people come and exchange in for the value token of the liquidity pool. So, but I haven't seen a bank run out here in the 6 months I've been degenning on these DeFi projects, right? Like, so I think it still comes down to consumer education.
Absolutely.
We're all out here retail end users, and we're here for our own reasons. Some people might want to just buy tokens and hold till zero. I mean, so that happens in projects in crypto. And at the same time, some people, I mean, everybody out here is trying to make money, including myself. And
absolutely.
Like, I've been burnt on rebase tokens, but I've also done well on some. So I think it all comes down to letting people know how some of this stuff works. And nothing's guaranteed. It's all high risk stuff. So I don't know.
And it's like when he says, when he's like, these people out here are like Austin, are not or whatever. It's like, I literally tell people all the time, and you do too, Yavox, this is risk, gamble, money. It's like, I don't understand how, like, at the end of the day, I do not force anybody, and I don't talk people into clicking that buy button. I never tell anybody to do that. People come to me all the time. People DM me saying, hey, Austin, how much should I put in XYZ, or this will be my first investment? I'm like, bro, build a foundation first. Don't even play with DeFi. Like, if you don't have a solid foundation in Lindy assets, you should never even touch crypto. Crypto is like you going to a casino. And if you guys, everybody watching right now, if your entire net worth is in crypto and DeFi, you're doing something wrong. I'm telling you, because crypto is a lucrative but a dangerous sport, and it's a winning losing game. And when people like on chain have this persona that no, that's factually incorrect. There will be no. In any investing world, there is a winner and a loser. If I sell a house today at the top of the value, somebody is going to buy that at the top market value, and in return, they're going to lose. They're the loser because I'm getting the top of the value. And then if the market crashes again, they lose. Now, if they get lucky and the market keeps going up, okay, over time they will sell and be the winner, and then someone else at the end of that transaction will be a loser. It's with everything.
Anything.
And I hate this lack of personal responsibility and people like him that they just think that
it's all you.
Like we're treating this like traditional finance. It's not. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
The funny thing to me is that, like, if someone makes money, right, you never hear about it. You don't get a piece of it. Occasionally, you can say, "Hey, bro, great, thanks for a great tipper here, right?" But if they lose some money, bro, you are the devil's incarnation. I wish you, all kinds of crap, and it's like, bro, why don't I hear about the good stuff? It's like, why is it only my phone is bad stuff, right? Like, and the truth is, for any of us here, right, we don't get a cut whether you make or lose. So honestly, do I really care if you make money? Not really. Do I care you lose money? Not really either, to be honest, because that's how it is, right? Maybe you guys care, but I don't care, because the thing is, if I lose money, do you care? Probably not, right? It's your own personal, your personal feeling. That's all it really is. So I think it's just funny how people always want to blame people right away. You know, it's your fault, your fault, your fault. Like, bro, no, it's not.
Dude,
Yeah.
life gets I'm like 50-50 on Gary V. Okay. Like some people have really big opinions on him. Some people love him, whatever. I'm 50-50 on him because some stuff he does. Gary V.
What's that?
Oh, really? You don't know him?
I got
Okay,
you, I
okay.
got you, I
So
got you.
there's some stuff he says that I resonate with. Some stuff it's like, bro. But he does say one thing that dude, it's like been a thing that really has helped me. And it's like once you start literally taking personal responsibility for everything, the good and the bad, like, dude, life gets so good. And it really does. Because when I was going through the military, I know I use the military a lot, but that's been my life forever. So I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Oliver. You can use that. You can use that against me again. But you know, when it comes to the military, dude, I was miserable because I constantly was like, it's this person's reason why I'm here. It's this person. It's this person. It's this person. But when you're like, okay, I'm investing into altcoins, small cap altcoins at that, and I lose money, that's my fault. That's my fault. I lost. Okay, like when I first got into crypto and DeFi, and I was investing in Wonderland. Okay, go back to my recent videos. It's always like, oh man, I'm super pumped on Wonderland. I remember Chris McCauley. I love the guy. He's a great YouTuber, right? I watched his tutorial on how to buy Wonderland from point A to P because I was still trying to learn all this. Do I blame him because I lost $17,000? No. I clicked that buy button. He showed me how to do it, but it was still my risk that I was taking. And it's in his mind, in Oliver's mind, it's Chris's fault. He's the evil guy because he gave us this guide to how to buy from AVAX to Time Wonderland token.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we have a lot of crybabies out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, personal accountability is huge out here, and I've had people blame me just because I made a video about a project and they lost money on it. I've had people send me death threats and stuff like that, but I love this space, honestly. I'm not gonna hide that. I love DeFi. I love DeFi projects, right? Like I'm a straight what does everybody out here say? Like I'm a straight degen. Just like this is like my passion. If I wasn't doing this on YouTube, I'd be doing this anyway. Just like a lot of the people out here that I hang out with in the communities. Like this is what I do for fun. So it's kind of cool that I've found myself in this position where I've actually been able to make a living for it. And I know Oliver says he has the luxury of not having to work a job so he can do this YouTube thing. I don't have that luxury. I do this for a living, right? I've completely transitioned from being a software engineering independent contractor running my own business. I've fully transitioned to being this like blockchain DeFi project analyst YouTuber thing. And it's scary, right? I took a leap because I love this stuff. I love covering these projects and I love making videos about it. If anybody has problems with that, like that's okay. I'm going to try my best out here to try to do it responsibly, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like to me. Everybody's kind of subjective in that regard, but as long as I feel like I present the risk vectors appropriately and a lot of this stuff and tell people like super high risk, like we always say, it's like a casino, right? These are like you walk up to a new slot machine and you don't know who's pulling the wires back there. Like every time you put a token in, you don't know what's going to happen. But I know people out here who have made fortunes in 6 months, like gone from a few $1,000s to multi-million dollars. And like, I want that. I'm looking for that just like everybody else, right? I'm hoping I hit big with some of these. And at the same time, like I love software. I love fintech stuff. I've worked in that field for about half my career in software engineering was in fintech stuff. And like, I sit here and like, I have a great time like printing off everybody's white papers that approach me. They're like, hey, we'll pay you to review our project. And only a few projects actually get through my filters before I actually make the videos for them. Cause we've all got our own vetting processes, right? Everybody's looks different. But if they get through my basic vetting process and I'm like, yeah, I'll cover your project. I'll present your information in video format for people to digest who prefer information in that format, right? It's just like some people prefer to listen to audiobooks, some people prefer to read it, and some people like movies. I'm out here just basically presenting that information with a little bit of my own technical expertise that I bring to the table.
Right.
And I can read the code. I'll print out the code for these projects. I'll go through it and I'll do my best job to be like, here's all the information. And yes, I understand this is a form of marketing and I'm getting paid for my time to do this. And I'm not making a fortune out here, right? I'm making less money than I was making doing my software engineering work. And I could make way more money just going and being an undoxed dev and running the project myself. But I don't want to do that because this is too fun for me. I enjoy this. And it's like one of those few moments in my life where I've had a crossover of where I love what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that opportunity to make a living doing it. So I'm going all in on it. And if
Might as
like,
well.
and I want people to know that, like, I basically get paid for my time, just like Austin. I'm sure you're the same way, John. I'm sure you are too.
I mean, the thing is, for most YouTubers, they don't really disclose when they get payments. As in, you see their videos right here, right? And you don't see them saying, "Hey, it's a sponsored video," blah blah blah. So, I mean, I do that though. So if you don't see it from me, I don't get paid for it. So I do cover projects I genuinely like. I do some sponsorships, but like you, right? Go vetting process. I actually gotta like it too. I don't just, show the show, right? Because a lot of projects out there, man. So you just do what you gotta do, what you can do, really.
Someone says he's literally a construction worker.
Who's that?
What?
That's
Me?
funny.
No.
Unchained.
Someone else. Yeah. I couldn't think of his name.
I read it right now. I'm like, what's it like? I see. I mean, like I said, I'll say it again. I think Unchained's a good guy, but he just gets too excited and he kind of over talks you. I mean, so it's kind of hard sometimes to kind of talk to the guy if he gets like that kind of like state. But it is what it is, right? You guys are more calm, though.
Bro, I'll say it every single time. It's so easy to call out something after it's failed or just the market's down in general. It's very easy to do the content he's doing.
Exactly.
It's very easy to look at any project. I could throw a dart right now and I promise you it's down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I've covered projects where I got rug pulled too. So it's like, bro, what are you talking about? I've been there. I'm still there.
And dude, the crypto market could go
to the moon.
Like doomsday scenario. Well, no, the crypto market could literally crash. When he was talking about, and then you'll see these YouTubers wondering I'll be fine, man. I talk about real estate. I talk about my dividend portfolio. I talk about I'm doing these side gigs. I'm doing Operation Give Back content here soon. Like,
sure.
It's going to be hilarious. It's hilarious.
And blockchain technology is not going anywhere.
It's not. You can't tell me NFTs. Okay, I'm going to go down this little NFT rant real quick, and I'll let you guys go because I'm about to get off here and get some dinner. But you can't tell me that the lucrative capital raising benefits of NFTs cannot translate to something like real estate. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Like it's so crazy. I see so many projects. I've talked to 4 now. I've talked to 4 projects where they're wanting to take their DeFi project and buy real estate and invest in real estate with it through the power of NFTs. I mean, we've seen Wolfer Finance do that with node validators. We're seeing Hydra Wells do it with Bitcoin mining, and then all these other crazy things they're doing. So it's just a matter of time, dude. And I'm so freaking excited to, prove these crazy people wrong, and really just.
I hope so, bro. I hope so.
See success.
Hey,
and people, I'm sure a lot of people in your own personal lives like mine think we're all crazy for being in this space so early, but that's what it is. We're early, like that S curve. We're right there, like at the beginning. And this is when people make fortunes, really. And I'm hoping to like be a part of that. I don't want to miss this.
Exactly. This is literally like the most exciting time in your life right now. This is literally the time when you see the world pivot. We're in that pivotal moment right now. Either you're on board and you realize it, or you just jump on board when we're over here already. It just whatever, right? It is what it is.
And that S curve is the most volatile and risky time. Just like what you said, Alex. It's the most risky time because you'll have bad players. You'll have people that just are ignorant. Okay, because that's another thing that really gets on my nerves when people are like, "Oh, it's a rug." No, it's just a failed project because they didn't know what the heck they were doing, right? Like, so you'll see these failed projects, but all these people like in angel investing, Shark Tank, that's literally how DeFi is. And if you can just get one investment out of 10 to just go to the moon, dude, that's the whole point of crypto. That's what we're in here for.
You just need one winner, bro, and all the losers don't matter.
It's just like Silicon Valley venture capitalists. They want that one unicorn. They'll burn 20 positions to get that one that goes 1,000x.
Exactly, bro. After you're like, bro,
and I need it. Because I got Time Wonderland, Anchor Protocol, Universe.
I'm not Brian Legend yet. I can't afford Louis Vuitton teddy bears, right? I got $5 Walmart t-shirts still, and I probably will always have them. But at the same time, like I want to pay off my farm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, man. You
I want to pay off this family farm and and have a make a good life for my family and my nonprofit and all this stuff. Just like basically everybody who's listening to this, right? So, and if Louis Vuitton teddy bears and bags is like what you want to do, like.
Cool.
More power to you. I mean,
whatever, man.
I'm all
for it. Do what you want to do, right? It's what it is. What it is.
Yeah.
Not for me, but
Same. I would sell that and build a barn in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll buy like a 12K bear or something. But hey, you know what? You can afford it. Why not get the swag, right? Do you, right? It's all good.
That was interesting. That was my first time talking with Brian.
Oh yeah. No, he's a really cool dude, he's always down to defend his stuff, right? I respect that, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, he's talking shit, cool, right? Hey, Kyoto boys, come on board and defend your shit. And they're like, nah, man, we're like too good for that. I'm like, all right. Do you, I guess.
Yeah, I just enjoy talking with.
This was fun.
Hey,
John, I really appreciate you letting me come on here. This was fun.
No. My pleasure. Thank you guys for coming on, and let's go. And it's been a while. I didn't think it would go this long, to be honest. But on chain, he's a good guy, but he does have he's a little long-winded. So
I always enjoy talking with people face to face out here because we don't get that often.
Exactly.
And I think that's why YouTube content creators out here, I think they're important because people want to talk to other people, not just words on a screen.
Yeah.
So like it's nice to be able to talk to you, John. It's nice to be able to talk to you, Austin. It was nice to talk to Brian. It was nice to talk to Oliver too.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, I enjoy these conversations and debates, although they sometimes get out of control.
A little heated, but it's okay. That's a conversation, right? Being real.
But I enjoy you guys taking the time to talk with me out here.
Yeah. We should definitely do this again, like about something a little more not as confrontational, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something like, I don't know what, but we'll figure something out on Discord, right? You guys want to do something to collaborate, whatever, the new project or whatever, I don't know. If you're
I'm always down to collaborate. Like I said, I don't get often the opportunity to talk with other people who are passionate about this stuff and
I'm just throwing out
face to face about it.
I'm just throwing out there with you guys. If you guys want to do it, let me know. If you don't, that's cool too. It's all good. If you do, we will figure something out. We will coordinate something. I don't know what, but something.
Real conversation, like real human conversations like this need to happen in this space. You know what I mean?
I enjoy this more than making a video, to be honest.
Dude, it's so much better. It's so fun. You learn,
I agree. Making videos like it's fun, but this is more fun.
and it's fun.
I've been editing one video all day.
Huh?
Yeah.
Me too.
Or sitting there reading 10,000 lines of code before you make a video, dude. It can get rough. I'll be up all night doing that all by myself.
But you don't deserve to be paid, Alex. Okay, you shiller.
Look, I wouldn't. Honestly, like I am glad I've been able to make myself a decent living doing this. I'd like to improve my situation even more. Like I'm not where I want to be yet with that, but like DeFi moves fast. So like this thing I'm doing is growing fast. And I see myself eventually replacing my software engineering thing completely with this, with how it's going. And yeah, man, it's nice. This to me is like almost therapeutic and it's an exercise for me in speech and debate where I like talking about these tough questions.
Yeah.
And I like having people play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
So great. I can talk through my own thought processes on this stuff to better myself and maybe help progress these conversations further that might need to happen in this early space.
And these are very interesting too, especially the ones like on-chain is very confrontational. So even though it's kind of like a little uncomfortable at times, but it's very interesting too. At least from my perspective, it's
Dude,
like
one thing I will thank Oliver for is, and this isn't meant to be a joke, but literally, he was the first person other than so I did a Dogecoin video 2 years ago, okay, talking about how it'll never get to $1, because you remember when it was like getting pumped up and it was like blah, blah, blah. This was the first video ever on my YouTube channel to like actually catch traction. Keep in mind, I had like 300 subscribers and I was getting maybe 10 views, 15 views, and I did this video exposing Dogecoin, and I was like, literally, why Dogecoin? Go back on my channel, dude. Hundreds of comments. It was blowing up saying you're crazy, you're stupid, this is the people's coin, like blowing up, right? So that was like my first main like little controversy of like people like attacking me instead of supporting me. But then Oliver, this was like my first ever situation where I had another YouTuber like coming at me, and I will thank him. Because at the beginning it freaking killed me, dude, because the allegations, the defamation that he was truly committing, it was killing me. Because you see someone making a YouTube video with all these cool little, he's making jokes. You can do a lot with editing and make your audience believe you. You know what I mean? And dropping all the stuff that you just know is so wrong, and accuse me of stuff, dude. It killed me. It literally made me like, what the heck is going on? Like when you get pulled over by a cop and you didn't do anything wrong, but you still kind of just get a little hesitant nervous, right? Because they're a police officer, right? Yeah. It's the same thing. It's like you have this dude that's like having people coming and attacking me, but it's like I haven't even done anything. So then I really grew in this experience, and I have gotten so much more confident that like I know who I am as a content creator and as just a human being. And when I see somebody like him coming after me for just craziness, absolute craziness with just so much like lies and hate, dude, it really made me grow as a person just to realize that like, when I would used to watch these big YouTubers with all these crazy comments, really just going after them, and I'm like, how does that not affect them? Now I'm starting to get that. It's like, because I don't really care. I laugh when I see something in his videos allude to me like, oh, look at Austin being a part of a criminal. It's laughable. Like it's just like I know exactly who I am, and it's just funny. So yeah, absolutely. That was he really helped me just as a person, as a content creator. So I will thank him for that. Thank you, Oliver.
Yeah, man. And more importantly, boys, we gotta find the next mooning crypto so we can all get our 1X and have amazing gear for YouTube, man. That'd be legit, right?
Yeah. If you guys find something, tell me. I'm always open. I'm still a degen at heart.
Exactly. Right? You know what I'm saying, right? See something, say something, or forever.
I will say Constellation. I'm going to drop this. Constellation. DAG.
A DAG thing.
I think it has a very high potential. Very, very high potential.
Oh, the nodes, right? It's like 15 grand for a node, I believe, right?
No, not a node. You can get a node, but just the token itself.
Oh,
DAG,
okay.
DAG.
You like it? All right. You like it?
I like it.
I've seen it, I've heard of it, but I didn't really pay much mind. I'm just like, all right, I see it, but didn't really.
No, I think the technology they have, what they're doing, they literally have a partnership with the Air Force, the U.S. Air Force, of using their software.
Oh.
I think they're going to be big next bull run.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Yep.
Maybe I'll get it more. Maybe I'll give it a second glance then.
I mean, it's not degen. It's not something that it's like you're going to get APYs and all this. No, it's not nothing like that.
That's probably why I didn't care for it too much.
Look, I'm trying to get 50% in 3 weeks, and I'm out. Right? Like most of the time.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably why I didn't think of it.
DAG is a buy and hold. DAG is a buy and hold.
No, I'm kidding though. I'm pretty big on stocks myself also. Yeah, I like stocks too, but it's been pretty good for stocks. If you got maybe a few weeks ago, that's kind of when I moved my whole portfolio. I'm like, shit, I was all cash. I moved in, like, damn. I mean, 20% is like a lot in the stock market world, but in crypto, you're like 20%. That's it. So I have to I guess ground myself. When I see 20% on my stock, I'm like, that's it, bro. I'm like, you fucking failed. You failed, bro. You failed. Because when we play crypto, you're like, damn, this is it's like it just ruins your whole investing mindset.
And that's when I was just saying, like, I'm looking for 50% in 3 weeks and I'm out. Exactly. Like, that's insane. Like when you hear that, but like we're in the super high risk plays. Like to me, this is like buying option call options. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's so
Yeah.
hard. It's either it happens or it's going to zero most of the time. You know what I mean? So
I do. It's scary. It's calls and puts, bro. Woo, they scary, man. But they fun though. But they scary.
yeah. And
Scary.
hey,
I don't
and
mess with that
if
stuff.
oh god, I always feel like I'm giving financial advice, but like
No, bro. We just
buying
talking.
buying leaps on those minor companies or like or funds like Riot or Mara, like at the bottom when all this stuff is tanking. Timing the bottom is obviously impossible.
Sure.
But like, man, I'm just thinking like if you got the balls and you've got some disposable income, buying a leap on one of those when Bitcoin is under 20K and then holding it for 2 years or something, and just like, man, I could just that'd be sick, bro.
That'd be huge.
Not
right?
financial advice. Not financial advice.
Bro, it's okay. We're just talking. You know, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not gonna. Don't worry, bro. I'm not gonna sue. Don't worry. It will be me. I'll say that much.
I think we should do this though, where we just have a bunch of us YouTubers, just come on here, be real, not being like, "Hey guys, so make sure you subscribe." And this is
there you go.
Project I'm losing money in this week.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, I have too many of that going on. It's like, I'm down on this and this and this.
Yeah, I'm down.
My wife's pissed at me for this one and this one and this one because I moved out of stable coins.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah, boys. So we should definitely do this again. I know Austin's hungry because he mentioned dinner, so I feel bad because he's a big muscle. He got to feed those muscles. I'm sure, Alex, you probably got some animals to take care of. Probably, I don't know.
I do. I want to go say goodnight to the animals.
Yeah.
I want to go out and hug my pigs and goats and stuff and talk.
Oh, I need it after getting yelled about Oliver, right?
Yeah, I need my emotional support goose right now.
Emotional support goose. Bro, that is so funny. I'm just sitting here picturing a goose with one of those dog vests.
That's so funny.
Bro, that'd be great.
All right, boys. We will definitely do it again for sure sometime. We'll coordinate something offline. And you guys all have a great evening. And make sure you guys, before we go to Austin Clark, go to your bongs and subscribe to these two chaps. Oh, don't forget Brian Legend and, of course, Oliver On-Chain. I don't hate anybody, And do not subscribe to me because I'm the meanie here, apparently. So I will catch you all on the next one. You guys all have a great evening, all right?
All right. Thanks, John.
See you,
Austin.